What up, Age of Origins? Your boy Woody here, and well, GC semis is over. I can say this: I don't know exactly who's in our bracket, but I can see that 732. I believe they took the win in the 700 globe for that area. So yeah, they got 45 here, 45 there, and 14.8 there. So. I mean, that's good. That's good. So it looks like 732 at least is going to be in that bracket. So that's good news. And I do know 904. 904 will be in the bracket in the finals for them too. And I know that because I actually played in a 904 city. Um, and damn, they're pretty OP. Very, very OP. I want to know how all your guys' was. So feel free and speak up and tell me how everything went. Sure. Guys, feel free to talk. Reader.
Uh,
Definitely.
I'll go, buddy.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
pre-finals was a little disappointing. Um, we had 941, which is a Lock Nation, and they just got another merge, right? So we thought that
Wait,
they were going
wait.
to go
Do
deep
when did they get another merge? Was it like during like a
this
week ago?
the past merge.
Okay. So last merger.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so we thought they were going to come deep, which they did only in round one. I think they
They
came with
came
like
with
133
133
guys,
guys,
but
but
we still did pretty
they
good
did.
and beat them. And then round two, they didn't really show up. In round three, they didn't show up. So that's pretty much it.
So it was kind of boring.
Yeah. We also had like this. I don't want to call it like a deal, but I reached out to 899 and was like, "Hey, what is your guys' thoughts? Do you guys want to go to GC finals? What do you want to do? You guys just want to get rewards? Like if so, do you guys want to go after 941 just because they just got another merge? You would think, right? These guys are going to come deep, so why not, do what we always do in the community, right?
Right.
And I asked them, hey, like, if you guys want to go to the finals, we would gladly give it to them. They didn't want to, so they helped us. And then at the end, there was a little bit, you know how it is. You can't control everybody. There was a couple guys that kind of hit each other and they got a little bit mad. But other than that, it went perfectly fine.
I think that the issue that we're having now is like so we all know that some nations will work together against some black nations. It happens. But what happens is who if let's say one person gets to win the last season, and well now the next people that helped out last season they want one this season. And then the other seasons, other people that were in the last season's like, well, no, because now we want to double peat. So I think we need to make it clear that if we are going to help out other nations to get the win, I think we need to start just getting them, making sure the Lock Nations don't make the finals, and then from there, um, it's everyone from yourself. So that way, it's fair for the finals, and you ain't got to worry about well, you got it last season, and we want it this season. So because it is causing a lot of a lot of arguments between nations, and we all know this game. Eventually, you got to work together. You got to work
Right.
together eventually. So I think that might be something that I think the nations in this game need to really start considering and thinking about that. When you get the finals, whoever's in there, it's everyone for themselves, unless the Lock Nation gets there. Like as you can see here in the 700 score, you got 732, 767, 796, and 722, which is a Lock Nation, a very strong nation at that. That's in the finals now. So the issue is now is like so 796 they're gonna try to go for the win. 732 is gonna try to go for the win, and I'm not sure if 767 is gonna be planned or just they're just gonna just gonna ride. But 722 they're gonna try to go for the win too. And I know 722 personally, they're very strong. They got a lot of 41s, strong 41s, and they will split their 41s up. Um, in between each round. So round 1 they'll have 341s. Round 2 they'll have freaking 441s. And round 3 they'll have all the 41s. They do that. So if they don't, like in this bracket, if they don't work together, 722 is going to win it. And
Right.
that's just, honestly, that's the way it's going to be. And the only one to blame at that point is, well, you got to work together. You got to figure it out. I mean, unless they all do show up, because we all know the biggest issue that we're having now is people actually showing up, right? Showing up to GC, period. And well, if they don't show up, 722 is going to show up. I promise you that. They're going to show up. They're going to show up. So they need to figure it out. So with yours, you're saying the issue was that no one showed up, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you would think that a Lost Nation that just got another merge, but I can't remember how many nations are in it, would have actually tried. So maybe they can't get along. I don't know what their reason is, but it was a little disappointing on them to not give a better fight. And we're not, 908 is not a GC nation. Like, you know how it is. You have those nations that will save 2 months, a month, whatever, so many weeks before the semifinals, finals.
Yeah.
So they're ready to rock and roll. Like, we don't have anything. You know what I mean? We literally made it on to the finals because our somewhat path was pretty decently easy and from teamwork and stuff like that. But these other nations, it's like, I don't know exactly what our plan is going to be in the finals. We'll have that discussion, right? We have 2 weeks to prepare, but realistically, we know the other nations have been saving and they're ready. So,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you plan on being somewhere in the finals, that's what you got to do. You got to save. Sometimes you got to sit out void. But I do real quick. I do want to mention, guys, I do have a Patreon now. So if you guys want to see the videos 3 days early, before I release them on, to the public for everyone to see, feel free to join my Patreon. Yes, there is a little thing that you can post. You can put, donations or whatnot, and it's pretty cool. Like, I put stuff in there. I talk to people. If anyone has some questions that like I can't say on here, sometimes I will say if it doesn't like interrupt my contract, if that makes sense. But it's a real good place. And guys, everything that goes there goes right back into the game. Let's be real. And we actually got quite a bit. If you noticed some of my past couple of videos, I've been giving call outs to the people that are on my Patreon and at the end of the video. So showing love to them because they've been here for years, guys, years, and it's a good thing. But so I'm reading up here that who said it, that 635 won the GC of 621. What happened there, Planky?
We won in 2 rounds. 621 did.
So then why is why Planky? Why are you trolling, Planky? You say 635 won.
That sounds like some classic Planky shenanigans.
I was gonna say, like, I'm looking at this. I'm like, how did 621 let 635 win? Like, that's, I don't think anyone has ever even heard of 635. You know what I mean? So how did it end up going? Like, was there any real contest, or was it just a sit down and show up gig?
Not for nation points. There was no contest. It was pretty one-sided.
So no one showed up, huh?
No, I think folks showed up, but I think that the goal was different. They were just playing to get points for individual rank. I don't think anyone seriously challenged us for the nation points.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I was playing in the 904 city, and literally the only people that showed up were the little 34s, and there was 141 that showed up, and he was just going for individual points, and we had to hit him a couple times, but we zeroed out the whole 350 million BP. But it was like It was a couple hits throughout the entire hour, but yeah, we were able to get them. It was fun, and there'll be a record. There is a recording of that. I just need to do the editing and that shit. But so 6211, obviously. Did anyone know if 4251 or if 2551 or if 1217 won? Like, I want to hear it all. Over. What about you guys? Did you guys show up, or you guys just like, fuck it?
I didn't show up for the first 2 rounds at all. I showed up in the 3rd round, and 709 had everything. And I sent my fleets just for fun, and they let me take everything, and they never even took it back. Like, that's how much no one cares about GC anymore.
I was kind of leaning towards that, honestly. Like, I think until they change the atmosphere of either murders or something new, like for say so many people in our bracket go to a different bracket, so on and so forth. Like, the fun of GC, and I'm not trying to talk shit, but the fun of GC, knowing that who's going to win the second the season starts, it kind of makes it to a point where, like, well, if these nations that were here that never even get past the preliminaries were in a easier matchup, such like we'll say like 747 in our bracket, because they've never made it past the preliminaries. If they were up there in like the 1000s or even the probably not 900s, but like the 1000s bracket, they might have a chance because they're more leaning towards, because I think they got what, 1C39. If I'm not wrong, like 139 can't do it. They can't do it. So like, place them where they should be and not against some freaking monsters is what I think. Let's check and see exactly what they have in 747, because it's a nation that they're kind of active, but they literally have no strength. And if you're here from 747, I'm sorry, but I'm just calling how it is. And I'm sure you already know. All right, 747's here. I'm sorry, they got 141 and a 40. So Hurricane is their top guy. Check out his officers is at 15-2, and then 14, and it drops. They're never going to be able to be compatible, you know what I mean, against nations such as that's in their bracket. So at that point, why would they even show up, right? But if they got put into like the 1,000 brackets, they would have a chance at least to make finals at that point, is what I think. Edwards from the YouTube chat says 425 did win, so that's good news. So, was it boring across the board for everyone?
It's just, what's the point of playing, man?
I think the whole game is like that right now.
It's really a, I mean, Holbrook's been saying it for a long time, Woody. It's truly a dead event, and it's a dead event for more than one reason. Yeah, merges are probably the biggest, but there's a few reasons why it's dying and it's continuing to die.
Let's hear it.
Thanks for not showing up,
my
Holbrook.
opinion
You saved us lots of healing.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't hear either one of you guys.
I was saying thanks to Holbrook for not showing up. He cost us, or he saved us a lot of heals and speeds. He
Can you hear me,
cause a
Woody?
problem.
No, better yet, you saved him a lot of heals and speeds by him not showing up.
No, I think it's a fun equation, man. We all have to pick the events we want to play. So like 796, we played them in Void, and they kicked our ass. And then we just played them in Wasteland, and we beat them in Wasteland. But they had to save because they won their GC round. So I don't know. I think it's a good thing for the game that like not everyone can win everything. Nations have to pick and choose what they have to do. Like we had a fun fight against them in Wasteland. They're a tough ass nation, and it was also fun to win, of course. But like, if they weren't going to play GC, maybe they would have fought differently. I feel like the game is just that. Like if you don't think you can win GC, then there's no point in playing, and you fight somewhere else. But if you can win GC, then I guess you still care.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one because even my nation and myself, we sat out the entire GC season. Don't get me wrong, there was like I think once that we just joined just to join, not even to really even fight, just to join. We weren't even going for the towers. We just went in there, burn, have fun, you know. And they're nations that we went up against, like went up against and just did it. You know, they're not mad. They're just like 736 is bored. They're coming in here. They're not taking our towers, so the points they were just getting burned by them. But yeah, I feel
Dude, GC is fun, man. I would have loved to join GC and burn a bunch of cities from 767 and 709. But like, what's the point, man? I can spend a bunch of consumables for what? Even if we won, which I wouldn't pretend we would have won. But even if we won, then what? I spent a bunch to go to finals to lose. What fun is that, man?
True. But I guess the thing is like you got nations such as like 923. I'm not even sure. God, did you guys even win? Did you guys win today? LB to God.
We not playing no GC. We ain't even make semifinals.
All right, there you go. There's the answer. There's the answer. So they sat out. We sat out. Many others sat out. I'm sure 567 just a tip. I'm sure they came in there balls deep because after their self merge, he still says he doesn't have a self merge, but he's already said it many times on the day already self merged himself.
We had no self merger, just for the record.
Bullshit.
No, we didn't play GC really. We showed up. The majority of us showed up just one round just to have fun. Treat it like a chaos land. Didn't even go for the towers. As soon as we went for the towers, we kicked somebody. We immediately exited. Didn't even care.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just fun. That was it. I mean, 621 took all the points. They saved up. Congrats. Enjoy it. We don't care. We just wanted to hit a bunch of big cities and
wait a minute. So
zero some people and have fun doing it.
So I didn't know 567 was going against 621.
Yeah, we actually had 635, 616, and 621 in there. And you said you didn't know 635. They were actually a GC winner one year. But neither here nor there. We didn't even try, and neither did anybody. 635 didn't really try. 616 didn't even try. If I'm not wrong, I want to say 621 got 45,000 points in all 3 rounds. I showed up just one round. It was just, I think we showed up, most of our bigs showed up round 1 just to have fun and literally just played it like it was Chaos Land and goofed off and poured it around and hit some people and wasted some gold and got individual max, scores and called it a day.
I mean, at that point, I mean, that's pretty much all you can do against some nations is going in for individual, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, we could, don't get me wrong, if we wanted to. I mean, is there going to be a day when we decide to maybe push and try? I'm sure. If C44 comes out before next GC, I mean, I won't lie to you. I mean, there's a probability if I had confirmation that it was coming that I could see us making a push and try. But, the problem is you got to make sure everybody wants to do that. You can't just have the top 10 say that or the top 20 or even the top 30. You got to have a nation say that. And I really don't know if my nation wants to. I don't know if they enjoy certain events, and that's it. I mean,
I mean, here's the thing: you just self-merged 619 with you. I don't care what you say. We know the entire game knows. So I would have assumed that being that you're freshly self-merged, that you guys would say, "Fucking, let's go for it." Or
we couldn't. They got the counts were dry can be.
Oh, so okay, so they had to rebuild it back up. Okay.
There was absolutely zero resources in any of those accounts. There was even if we wanted to, Woody, there was no way to do it.
Okay, so they have to.
And I'm not saying we wanted to. Let me clarify that. But if we had wanted to, there was no way we could have because the accounts were literally zero. There's only a few select accounts that are pushing like madmen, and yeah, they got more resources than most people.
I want to
But-
hear what
Yeah, I don't-
Big Bird says about that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that 5, 6, 7 was not trying to win the round. So I don't want to pretend otherwise. Respectfully, Tip, I think the way the semis worked out and kind of where you guys are right now, I don't think it would have mattered. In the same way, like, by the way, to put the shoe on the other foot, unless 5, 6, 7 screws up in DOD, for example, they're pretty unlikely to get beaten. These are events. This is an event we care about. So 5, 6, 7 is a great nation. They got some gnarly cities, but I don't think they weren't trying for the win. And the way the semis worked out, I'm not sure would have mattered either way.
I mean, we were prepped for it. You guys prep for it. You always do. Like you said, it's your event. You like it. Hats off to you. Take nothing from you.
That right there is what I love to hear. It's like, even though you might have lost, you might have won, you guys are able both to be men about it and be like, hey, good job, stuff like that. Like, versus some nations, oh my God, you guys are fucking cheaters. You know what I mean? It's the crying. It's like,
no, nobody really tries. I mean, it sounds horrible to say. I mean, Big Bird actually antagonized me a little bit, tried to get us to try, and I can't fault him for it. But it's got to be boring for them too, to be honest. I mean, it really does. I mean,
I think. Oh, sorry, Tip.
You're good. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I think that, and maybe you disagree, Tip, but if the finals had worked out a certain way, 5, 6, 7 can be very dangerous. And there was a final situation in our bracket where it could have been a contested match. I just think the semis lineup didn't work out their way. And to Tip's point, 5, 6, 7 wasn't trying. But again, all respect. Like 5, 6, 7 is they've got some great cities, and when they do, if they ever decide to try, they're a dangerous nation in GC. There's no doubt about it. So, yeah. But I think that having the city fights round 1 gave us some good action between 5, 6, 7 and 6, 2, 1, and then I think Qatar took the top spot.
I didn't even look.
Yeah, he did. Nice. And so I expect that we'll have at least one round where Ronaldo will be trying to take it back. So we'll get some action in the finals too. Yeah, exactly. So we get some. So I think we're in a good position. I don't like to make predictions. I think we're in a good position for the finals, but I do think we'll get some action, which has been fun.
You say that, but 5-5-5, I don't think is going to push. I don't think they're going to try.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Ronaldo by himself, 5 fleeting for 90 minutes, can give an entire nation in it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that's going to be ugly. I'm not disagreeing with that. Well, him and Treehouse for that matter.
But I swear to God, I think Treehouse is Ronaldo.
Well, let's just say yes. Ronaldo will have somebody run it. You know that.
Yeah, but I agree 100%. I think Treehouse is Ronaldo.
I have been told it is a different person. Just so you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's built exactly to the T to what his main is. So.
Well, but you say that my counts. There's 2 of our counts in my nation that are built twins.
Yeah, but you both fight. Treehouse don't.
Yeah, I can't argue that. Treehouse doesn't fight in Void or Frenzy. I'm not gonna lie. I've fought them, so you're absolutely correct.
And you can't fight with 2 cities in Void, at the same time. And Ronaldo's the type to point where he doesn't need to log into another city because there's no more troops. He can just keep going. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's like great one. He's max troops. I mean, son of a biscuit. Ain't nobody getting hit him. You can't hurt him. If you hurt him, you're only killing your own troops.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a joke at this point. It really truly is.
Well, I take that back, main lady from 1038. So you can fight in 2 voids, but at the caliber of these older nations fight, when there is like battles that happen, like Ronaldo is the type of player. But you've seen how I fight. I fucking jump, send, jump send, jump send, jump send. That's how I fight. So it's really hard to play in two different cities at the same time when you've got that kind of jump send. You know, it's you can't do it. It's hard. Like even if it's not. Yeah, I mean, not only is it expensive, but I mean, I get you have two different freaking, you know, iPads or whatever the case might be. You still, I mean, it's hard. You can't, it's hard. In Void, it's very hard to try to be doing stuff like that because you never know what happens. You might have players like Tip come up right behind you and be like, "Hey, look at this! I got your ass cheeks wide open," you know.
I mean, if it's 400 million BP, yeah, but them 5, 6, 7, 800 million BP cities, shit, we just waving at them. How y'all doing over there?
So let me ask: were there any big cities during GC that got zeroed out?
Yeah, I would say yes.
There was one in 904. I'm sure a lot of people here knows him, Babex. He was, well, I'm not gonna say zeroed out, but he was down. He has 21. He has the same BP as me.
The one or two hits that dropped him drastically in BP. Let's go with that.
Oh no, it took a lot more than one or two hits because he got hit, bubbled up, jumped, and we had to find him, hit him again, like with 5 people. So it took about 6 hits to get him, and then that last hit, he was at 21, and then he had 1.9 million left, and at that point he was more a defending city at that point. Bubble did not come back down, and you know you're not spending 600 days worth of heals in GC.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hey, you say that, Woody. I know that one of the players in my nation, he was having so much fun. He spent 300 days. And I'm sure I saw quite a few 621 players spend some serious heals. But again, they were playing and having fun. But golly, that's expensive.
Yeah. I won't even do that, you know, like 20 if it's Void, yeah, you have to heal your troops and do the whole Void push and thing. You have to, or else you lose them. But like Frenzy or GC or Chaos Land, once I'm out of troops and I got 21 million troops, if I'm out, I'm out. Like,
yeah, same here, Woody.
It was fun, guys, but yeah, I'm not healing.
I got hit, Woody. Finally, I was kind of happy.
Did you get burned?
I did not. They kept telling me to bubble because they were, we were in another battle, of course, and my Titans were in that other battle, and they hit me with, I think, 20 or 21, 22, something like that.
Oh,
I got reinforced with 5 players, but nobody fucking had Titans. They were all stuck in the main battle.
Yeah. So what kind of haircut did you get?
I don't remember. I killed just shy of 6 million troops, I think. And they killed 1.6. And of the 1.6, 1.4, maybe 1.5 was T4s or lower.
You're doing your fucking T4s. Doing your T4s.
But the point is that I wanted to see. I was glad I got hit. I really was. I wanted to see, and I didn't get my Titans back, Woody, until like 15, 16 seconds into the battle.
Okay.
So it was really neat to see. It really was, because once my Titans came back, it was like, man, within 4 or 5 seconds, the war was over. Even with 20-something of them in there, I was kind of shocked.
All right, show the fucking report. People are asking for that report. People are asking for the report. Let's see this report.
I got to record it if you want to see it.
You got it recorded? Yeah, drop that. That's even better, I guess. Like,
let me find it. It's in here. It was really cool, though. I mean, hey, they did a great job. They caught me. Hey, good for them. I caught me and them. It was fun. I can't say enough about it. But yeah, it was like the second to last hit of the game too.
Well, I mean, right off the bat, you can't hit those big whales right off the bat. I mean, unless you just try to nickel and dime them and see if they're gonna heal. You can't. Like those big 350 million BP cities, in the 700 nations and above, you're not doing it. It's not. It's gonna take a couple hits. And down in your nation where you got 600 million BP, yeah, that's you got to wait towards the end and then do it. Like, I mean, I guess like 255 and those kind of nations, they'll take on and try to burn it, but they might be able to do it. But let's see this fucking video.
I've recorded it. I'm putting it in there now.
Burn through a few minutes.
Oh, where's it at? There it is. 20. I fast forward a little bit. Let's see if it'll let me send it all. Oh, there it goes. It's sending. Give it a second.
Yeah, I think I
Almost
third.
there.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Him to recall. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay, so yeah, they came in there.
Yeah, no, they did. I had no Titans.
Did you slow this down? Okay, here they come.
Here go my Titans. See, as soon as my Titans came back, look how fast it ends.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I was not expecting that.
Wait. I gotta go back to. I want to see that report.
Let's click on there. You go.
There it is. Okay, so yeah, 22.5 mil. They sent 8.6. But I mean, honestly, bro, like 1.6 million kills out of the 22.5, that's actually not bad.
Well, and most of those were actually about 1.2, 1.3 million of it was the others, or I'd say, yeah, 1.2 million was the 3 players, and another maybe 1. No, I would say no. They killed mostly T4s. I take that back. It was over 1 million T4s they killed.
Yeah, but
They
those
killed very few T13s.
Those T4s have been melted though. Like they don't stay alive that long at all.
You say that, but if you look at the battle, go back and watch it again in slow play, you'll see I have only 1.9 million T4s, not T4s, Axemen. And if you watch the video in the beginning, we'll pause it right when it starts. You can see look at all the Axemen in there, and they still stayed there till almost the end. I was kind of shocked about that.
Oh, it's really blurry. So no, you have 2.5
or something like that. Yeah,
2.5.
And if you keep going, they didn't kill him. I was kind of shocked.
It's still at 2.5. Okay, there it
Look at
drops. 2.2. 2.
Remember, I have 1.8 million.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy? They still over 2.1. Look at it.
Those Axemen, man, I've always
I know.
I
was shocked.
I go heavy on Axemen too. Like
they did a phenomenal job. But that gives you like one get out of free deal card. You know what I mean? Heaven forbid somebody decides to try me in Void. That just proved to me that, if my Titans are home, I'm going to get one get out of jail free card. You know what I mean? In other words, I'm going to have to replenish a couple million T4s and that's it.
Well, if they would have got 60 in you, I hate to say it, and it would have been a little bit faster, they probably would have got you, bro. Like,
well, I bubbled. Keep that in mind. I let them in.
Okay.
So I mean, I literally was being asked to bubble, and I was like, no, there's not enough in there.
Okay. All right. I mean, that makes sense.
Didn't you? But you were in the other attack.
I was, but I had recalled already. I had retreated already. And I was slow coming back.
Oh, okay.
And I was waiting to see how many I could get. I didn't want to get 50 or 60 or 70 in there, but if you'll notice the battle, it was only like 8, 10, and then 12, and then there was a little string, a little time went by before the other 7 or 8 came in.
Yeah. I really wish I had been in round 1. I wouldn't have changed the outcome of that report. But I saw the report, and I think, Tip, you'd agree. It's like, hey, listen, it's GC. Let's take some silly swings.
Hell yeah. I had fun. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to figure out what your team can handle in non-loss events. So so you know what to do when it matters.
And it was nice to do it in GC because I didn't give up. Normally I do it in Frenzy, but man, think of the points you could give up if you did that in Frenzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Even if you win or lose, doesn't matter. You're going to give points. And whereas that, I didn't. So I liked it. It was fun.
I think GC is more fun to just, like, obviously the towers is the basic thing to get points. So I think it's more fun to just walk in and treat it as war. You know what I mean? Just fucking just go at it with each other. Like how you do in Chaos Land. I think that's more fun to do it that way.
Yeah, Chaos Land is a perfect place to do it, for sure.
Oh, dude, Chaos Land. That is my ultimate favorite event. GC used to be my favorite event, but Chaos Land is my favorite event. Like,
I so wish they would bring back the ancient battlefield that only 3% of us even got to play.
well, I mean, you got to remember, it was the lower ranked players that they complained and they cried, and it was Ronaldo that cried about it, and they got taken away.
Well, I see why Ronaldo cried about it.
Why? I don't understand. Why would he cry? Like he sat
Because
there.
he's literally you have what 7 other nations that could literally, in theory, get 80, 90 players each and take a shot against him.
boo, fucking who? Like, so one event that you might not be able to win. Oh, daddy, fuck that.
You asked me why I thought he might have said something.
Right.
That's all I said.
No, but seriously, like, if it's at the point where Camel's going to pick and choose what event to have because Ronaldo, then fuck that. Fuck that, like.
Well, it was a lot of older nations too that cried. Keep that in mind.
I don't know. I mean, I think some of these older nations were really looking forward to it. I was looking forward to it, and I don't even care I wouldn't even care if I got zeroed out. I mean, yeah, it would suck because I know that fucking video will be on Facebook, but I would show it on my channel. You know what I mean?
I think they should make their decision based off how people spend on them, and not how a few people cry about them.
Well, okay, so people cry. This is what they said. Well, we got zeroed out, and then we couldn't fight in Frenzy.
That's true. I do agree with that. They shouldn't have done that.
Right. So, with that being said, why don't they just give the troops back after? Problem fucking solved.
Literally, problem solved.
And that right there. I mean, the towers is fun, but now that we got people that cheat in the fucking towers and trying to take the gameplay in the towers away, Void's already ruined. So let's ruin Frenzy. Yeah, let's fucking ruin Frenzy now. And then what?
It brought fun to the game. It really did.
It did.
I'm upset that we didn't get a chance to play it.
Yeah, I agree. But anyways, this GC, I think everyone knows who the winner is going to be before it even started.
The ones who called out before when it all started.
Didn't we? Like,
even the people in the nation called it out.
Yeah, in the global chat, they called it out. Like, literally.
It literally did. Said congratulations, and it just started day one.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
Yeah, that's... So, well, I guess we'll see at the finals if Camel is real, like if they're going to do a merger. I don't think that any of us, other than like the 1200s and up, is going to get a merger, or maybe 1100s up is going to get it.
Has anybody done the math on when Head of State ends and when the final round of GC ends? How far apart is it? Is it in the middle of Head of State still?
Well, let's see. GC ends in what, 14 days.
Okay, so no, that's only one. That'll leave 2 more battles. So do you think if they did merger, do you think they would do it in the middle of Head of State and then leave nations with nobody to fight?
Well, let's hold on. Let's think about this. You have, what day is it today?
Has that ever happened before?
So we have a week before Head of State. So that'd be 2 weeks. That way, you know what? It's going to end on the exact same fucking day.
Are you sure? No, Head of State is, but there's 4 rounds of is it 4? No, there's 3 rounds of Head of State, Woody. That's 6 weeks.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Or 5 weeks. 5 weeks technically from today.
I don't think Camel cares.
But how would they do that? How would they would literally take that nation out of the void or Frenzy or whatever.
No.
And the other nation would have nobody to fight.
You know how many times that's happened already? Many times.
No, that's what I was asking. I was really asking.
Many times, dude. I've seen reports where literally they got emerged and the enemy just won because there was zero. So
what would they do?
Points.
I mean, what did Camel say to him? I'm really curious. Like, what did
they didn't say shit.
When it came for the phases, nothing happened. They just said thanks. Take another week off.
They didn't say shit, man. They had their Chaos Land. They won, and by time they won, they were already merged. So they didn't give a fuck. They got merged.
No, I'm talking about if you take 2 nations that merge, they're going to 1 nation, Woody. Well, those 2 nations both each had their own Void or Frenzy, right? So that means one of those nations that was in that other Head of State is not going to fight anybody.
Yeah, then they lost. They're losers.
Wow, that's crazy.
But at that point, are they really losers? Because they just got a merger. That's a win, if you ask me. I would rather fucking throw a fucking Void and lose and then also get a merger. 100%.
Oh yeah, nobody's disagreeing with that. I didn't know it had actually happened before.
It depends on the merger.
Well, actually, you know what? Nowadays, bro. I think it doesn't matter what merger. I think it's more activity than anything.
There's a lot of truth in that statement.
Like seriously, like what I would take I would take a nation that had 0 fucking 41s, but they had fucking 50 people to show up and for a speed attack. I would take that any fucking day, any freaking day.
I mean, I think in the 700s that would work, but I think if you get too low, that wouldn't help.
Well, no, I mean look at 923. Look at 923. They okay, so they haven't even got a merger yet, bro. And they're still pulling they're pulling 70-man hits still.
No, that's amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude. They oh my god, dude.
That can hurt them as well too, though.
Well, I think that's what's happening. I think that it's hurting the activity is so high in these hits that I think that might be why they haven't got the merger. It's because they are so active and they're high at winning. Like they've lost one fucking kill event. Only one.
Yeah, how does Camel justify giving you a merger other than you deserve one?
I mean, unless you pay him off, I don't know.
You're being punished for playing and having activity and creating a great nation. Weird.
Yeah. And the same thing happens in like what, every good nation.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
But
who won 4251 in GC and 6211? I'm assuming 255 won?
I'm assuming. Let's see, we got a 255 guy in here. Cleva? Yeah, they said they won.
They did win?
Bro, I have no clue what the scores were for that GC semi. I can guarantee they won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we already knew they were going to win the second GC started.
We're just looking for confirmation here, guys.
I guess we can look in the nerd room.
I say that with all respect. They roll deep and they've got the best organization that I've ever seen out of a nation. Like those guys are professionals.
Yeah, no one's even posted anything in the wait. Let's look and see. GC. Yeah, no one's even posted it in the nerd room.
Oh, Woody, and 564 is in the GC in the final GC with 621. So that'd be interesting if Steve makes a big video of it.
Oh, he's gonna. My boy Steve, the newsman, is gonna. He's definitely going to. He's definitely gonna.
But I will say this: every time they've made the finals, and I'm not picking on 564 because I got tons of friends over there, they've never played.
Well, I mean,
never.
Would you?
No. Even the one time that we were hoping they would play, they didn't play. So I doubt they'll play this time. I think they'll just have fun. That's my guess.
I think that they'll play. They might not be trying to get the center, because of who they're against, but I think they'll show up and get burned.
I don't know. They got some strong players over there now. They got 3 or 4 guys that have grown a lot. I was kind of shocked. We got them in the mines. So when mines reset and we were playing around and testing them out and not beating them up and just seeing how they've grown and stuff. And I was impressed. I'm not gonna lie. They're doing great things over there.
Wow.
They've got some heavy hitters. And
look at that. Holy shit. 13
they got a strong team.
Look at all the 40s, Woody.
Holy cow.
The 20.
Yeah.
They've always had a lot of depth.
Yeah.
They just didn't play all the events.
Well, maybe this isn't their event. You know what I mean?
It never was before. Now, I'm not saying they're not going to try this time. I don't think they could do anything even if they wanted to. I think it would actually hurt if they tried individually to win.
They got some big cities there too.
They do. Thorf is he's MRA. He's badass.
It's funny is like I played in 904 for this GC, the semis, and I was playing. I'm not gonna say the city I was in, but he was mid range, and I played.
Oh, the one you played?
Yeah, he was mid range.
Nice.
And it was I'm not gonna lie. Like if I can afford to switch my city to mid range, I would.
Yeah, it's so much more fun, Woody. I'm not gonna lie. It really is.
But the cost of where I'm at to switch it is just it's out of my funding. So
You'd have to build the troops first, literally, before you even considered it.
Yeah.
I think that 900s GC has the potential to be more interesting.
I agree.
And this is just the rumor mill that I hear. I mean, 904. They are
did
tough
904
to beat.
win?
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
that they won semis.
904 took all 3 rounds.
They did. Nice. I picked them. I got money on them. I got money on them. They're going to GC. They don't think they're going to win. They're being what's the word I'm looking for?
I'll just say, let me mute this, that I am in, this is a 904 that I'm going to repost. I got to edit still. I'll say that I was in this city.
Nice.
Yeah. Dabs right there. You got hit many times, and then, matter of fact, yeah, that's the hit that we finally got him.
You got nabs?
Yeah, we got dab.
Nice.
Well, that wasn't the hit. You'll see us post up.
Gotcha.
And
you got Genghis over there. You got freaking Marty over there. You got so many great players over there.
But let me say, it took many hits of losing against him to finally get him.
What was his BP when you started? If you don't mind asking.
352.
Yeah, you got to have.
We hit him like 67 times.
Have 20 major great players, or you got to have 60, 70 players that are decent stats, average.
Yeah.
904, they destroyed us. That just wasn't even an option. I was in 914.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And like literally this whole video that I'm going to be posting, I got to still edit still. It's literally chasing dabs the whole fucking time. But
and he's a crazy spender too, man. That guy goes hard.
Yeah, he's definitely a crazy spender. Definitely a crazy spender. But I'm not going to, I will show it until the report, but I'm not going to show everything. So he was at, let me remind you, he was at 21 million troops starting. And when we finally got him, we had to bring him down to 7.2.
Nice.
To finally get him. And he still had 1.9 left. So that was that. It was fun. I'm not going to lie. It was very expensive. But that'll be in the video. That'll be in the video. And the Patreon will be able to see it first. It was fun. It was fun.
Fun.
Honestly, I was reached out to, and they asked if I wanted to play, and I was like, you know what? I'm not into GCs. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And we all know 904 is very strong, so why not show them off? You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Those are a great bunch of guys. Can't say nothing bad about them.
Yeah. Definitely fun.
That would be one hell of a nation to merge with.
They are on my list that I asked for.
You ain't getting them.
We're way too far. We're way too far away.
Settle down, Tip. You're spoken for.
Yes, I am, sir. I'm not gonna lie. 785 is already home. So.
Tip. You're not getting another one. You already know that. So stop trying to feed.
Sir, that was Holbrook. that was the almighty Holbrook that just spoke.
Holbrook will get him.
So Holbrook. we want Holbrook. We're already committed. We've all requested. It's 100% done. I got confirmation.
All right. Fine. I get it. If you guys get Holbrook and company, then SPT 736 gets 621.
I'll say that it's not an unreasonable request, but it's like I attribute 621 kind of like 255, and what I mean by that, going there is not probably a bad thing. It's probably a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, but you have to go there knowing that you're committed to play and spend like a mug. You know what I mean? That would be the only downfall. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm aware of that, but we don't.
I don't know about that, but. Woody, as much as we would love to have you, we already worked out a 3-way merge with 858 and 904. So, we could see if let's talk to Camel. We'll get a 4-nation merge. But yeah. It's funny. I have found actually, I can't speak for all player levels, right? But from my own experience, not having to carry anything makes it easier, not harder.
It's not the individual event. I would agree with you, but the actual I mean, you guys are diehard, and I say you're like 255. You when it's EW, you got 90 fucking players. When it's, you know what I mean. You guys come deep, and it is a requirement. And tell me if I'm wrong. You guys are tracking who shows up and who doesn't. Am I wrong?
Hey, look at the chat. You ain't about it. And 908 says these guys are tripping right now.
Bro, Camel giving any of the merges. You guys are dreaming.
Oh yeah, we're not getting a merge, and nor are we getting merged with 904 and 858.
That would be badass. They would break the game.
I think if anyone will get a merger, like a picked merger, it'd be 858 merging with 904.
It would be neat
That
to
would
do
be
have
nuts.
that, Woody, because they would come down and fight, the 5s, the 6s, the 4s, and the 3s. And that would be cool.
And then I think 908, if we're talking about like pick mergers kind of deal, Great Nations versus Great Nations, merging with Great Nations, 908 with 923.
Yeah, but now back to reality. None of those. Will they get mergers? Possibly, but they're not going to get anything like that.
What are these things you guys are talking about? Mergers? I don't. What are these?
Well, what are mergers?
It's this magical thing, Holbrook. They used to happen back in the dinosaur days. We all remember it because we're old. But
is this what happened whenever people played boomer events? Is that what the myth tells us?
Holbrook, wait. You should explain what you mean by boomer events, and don't say all the events that I like. Just you can actually just list them out.
No, they're just they're events played by old nations where they pretend that they're the best events ever, but then they don't really play them.
Damn.
You have been drinking.
Yes, I have.
Guys,
yeah. Go ahead.
You know what justified people thinking they're going to get what they want? I mean, Lead God was a perfect example. I'm not saying his most recent merge was bad, but we all know if he got like 429 or a couple other ones, he would have been even more dangerous. Camel's not doing that.
They're not. Of course not. It would break the game.
Unless you're 555 or 92 or 9 or 693.
Woody, they're not on the same playing field as us. You have to remember that. You can't get you're getting confused again.
All right, where's the rolling eyes fucking icon? Like, let's be real.
Hey, we're lucky that they even show us the mergers now, Woody. If you remember correctly, there was a time when we didn't even get to see them.
Well, that's because they kept that secret until Lombard called them out on a video, and then they were forced to show it. Legally, they were forced to show it. And that's why we see it. But yeah, we can thank Lombard for that. Like seriously thank him for it. Like, because walk into a nation not knowing that they got fucking 6 fucking nations mergers in the past 2 months. Yeah, that's definitely hard to eat.
Hey, I'm seeing a lot more uranium on your account. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Willis?
I thought you were down to like 200-300.
No, I was down to like 500 last week.
Oh, okay.
So, but are you seeing the little bit of gold and little blue coins?
Yeah, I do see that too.
Yeah. So, I'm preparing.
That's called activity, Woody.
I am. Yeah, that is activity. We went. I was up to like 350,000 gold. Yeah, whatever. Some people are like, that's fucking one night's buy. But I was up to 350,000 gold, and then we had Wasteland and EW all within a half hour.
Damn.
And then I'll show. I already have it up there, so I'll show old school 670. I don't quite remember how we won it, but I know we won it. I was there too. That's a sad thing. We'll go 4. I think we kind of locked it a little bit. You know, what's funny is like I show everyone, my EW shit like that. So I'm like giving away our plans, stuff like that. Like all the strategic, thinking about stuff on how to do it. And I'm not saying we win them all, I'll tell you that now. But I think in this case, they knew exactly what we were doing and they were prepared for it. Like, I went up top, they went to the bottom. I knew I had to get through this guy. They locked K there. And then I tried. We tried to get in there and we lost that one. Yeah, I think we lost that one. Yeah, but so at that point, that when you don't get that first hit, it's like, okay, we got to figure something out quick, or this is going to start to get real expensive. And you know what I mean. After that first hit, you fail. You're like, ooh, this is going to get expensive. Because they already know you're going to try it. Now they know who's there. Hey, hold on. Did you see that? I went whoop, right in front of them. So I set up here to take out half this one for when they go in there. And obviously that's what you want to do. I leave this either right before or right after, right before, and I cut them off so we can kill them. And I'm hoping
what nation is this, Woody?
670.
They're pretty strong.
I know. And they showed up. I'm not gonna lie, they showed up.
They're a good nation. Can't say nothing bad about them at all.
They're a real good nation. They're a very good nation. But I think that's what it is. We locked them in. Yeah, we locked them in. That's what we did. Yeah,
did you choose them or they choose you?
I don't remember, honestly.
Says the bully.
Well, we might have actually chose them. But I mean, I think that when I was live on this one too. So what do you do when this happens? You're locked in. They had 60, believe they had 69 people. They were locked in. Okay, and then soon you'll see us return back to reload kind of deal. Why am I at 1? I'm at 8. A lot of us will return back to reload. Like, and they didn't register that was their time to get out of that tower. You know what I mean? Like, that's your time. Get out. Send all 6 to one side and go. And they were doing a whole bunch of these fakes.
This is why I love this boomer event. There's like strategy. If you get 2 evenly matched teams, it matters the way you play it.
Yep, absolutely matters.
I get the issues with the time advantage of the older nations. I think some of these 700 nations through like 900, they get their second merge. There are some powerhouses up in those newer nations, especially like even more so past the 900s. Yeah. They've got some whales up there that are just obscene, and you give some of those people the right merge, and they're jumping up the ranks in these traditionally, it's more like EW where it's more entrenched nations. I don't know if people want to do that, but there's some new contenders on the horizon. I'm excited to see what happens, whether it be Polar, Wasteland, EW, whatever. There's some really good nations and some really good players coming up behind us. It's going to be fun to watch.
I agree. And things are going to change. Like, obviously, some of these players, they're just spending. And don't get me wrong, they're learning from us. They're learning from us. So that's not a bad thing, because now we have contenders in these newer nations against these older nations. YouTube guy Harry Mike 75 says, Woody, what about the mid-range experience on GC that made you consider switching? It did, but I don't got the funds to switch. If I had the funds to switch, I would do it, but I don't have the funds to switch that. That would be awesome. I'm not lying. That would be awesome. I would switch. And I know my friend Raz, he's all about, mid-ranges, K, so on and so forth. But from what I've seen playing in 904, I almost said the city that was in, but playing in 904, they fucking ate troops. Like even when you lost, I still got like at least 500,000 troops when I hit Dab solo. I still killed 500,000 troops, and he had freaking 21 million. So like, it definitely ate. And you can see this kind of got boring, and we're just like, fuck it, let's go, let's go, let's end this shit.
Hey Woody, one thing I like about Wasteland is that you know, when you're planning, so like if you're 61 right now, you know you're in GC, you're not going to be doing any strong Elite War events. But so I know that in the past people have complained about the Wasteland matchups. You know, 796 is a strong nation. They were planning for GC. They probably wouldn't challenge us in Elite Wars right now, but Wasteland just throws that wrench in there. We've talked before about the top people in Elite War, and of course they're not going to be doing any crazy challenges right now in Elite War because of GC. But it's cool to see. Was it 219 and 255 do a Wasteland?
Did they do one?
Yeah, they did recently. This last round was 219 versus 255.
Who won it, if you don't mind me asking? I know it's frustrating because you guys have respect for each other, but seriously, who won it? I want to know.
I believe that 255 won, but I am not positive about that, and I do not know the score.
Right.
I definitely don't know the score. I also think 255 won, but I just think it's cool because it's a wild card. You know what I mean? Like, I would do what everybody's doing. I'm not criticizing anyone at all. If I was in 61, I wouldn't be doing a crazy Elite Wars while I'm trying to win GC. But that's what's kind of fun about Wasteland is you get a wild card right in the middle, maybe.
Right. Well, so Asha, I can't don't know how to pronounce it. Asha. Holbrook, who is that? How do you pronounce your name?
Asya. Just take it easy. Asya.
Exactly. That's why I said, how do you pronounce it? So you're saying 255 did win. Okay, so yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah.
You know, and then you guys, these nations, they're very respectful for each other. And that's why I was like asking, I hope I'm not going to get pissed them off for showing it. But, you know, we're real curious about this kind of things, you know, as a community, we're real curious about it because we love watching Powerhouse Nations. Like I was honestly hoping that 621 and 567 went at it in GC. I was really hoping for that. And to hear it is kind of like, you know, the opposite way. I was like, huh, that's kind of an eye opener on both nations of like, maybe if these Powerhouse Nations are sitting out GC and not taking it serious, then there is a serious problem, guys. Like, and I think Camel is aware of this. Like, I think they're very aware of this, especially the show up of this season. No one showed up. You know, no one showed up. So, Hulkich, thank you for showing up.
I just think this is cool, you know, because it's a wild card. You know, like there's no chance that 219 and 255 were. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not like I'm in either nation, but I can't imagine they were expecting to do a hard Wasteland, and all of a sudden, it's a tough match that we all care about.
Yeah. I'm wondering if 255
Wasteland's got. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I wonder if 255 was like, well, we already got GC, so let's just go hard in this one. Like if you know no one's gonna show up in GC because they already know you're gonna win. You really don't gotta stock up a lot. You know what I mean? Because you already know you got it in the bag. Not saying that's what happened at all. Please don't take me the wrong way, but it is a possibility. They just like, we already know we got it in the bag. So let's go hard in Wasteland and try to win them both. Maybe, I don't know. That's just what I was thinking.
I think 255 just rolls really deep in every event. Like, I say that with respect because hats off to them. But they're just really hard to beat in any event unless you have a team that can bring full participation to one of the different events. They're just going to be really difficult to beat. Numbers matter, especially when you've got their numbers. They've got good stats. Their cities are well built. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And back in the older nations, there's not quite the huge drop off that you see in some of the newer nations, because we were allowed to grow with the game a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So there was just kind of a hard limit to how far ahead a max city could get. And I think that's spreading out a little bit more now. But I think Wasteland's gameplay is awesome. And I think like if people start to move towards that event, I think there's going to be some really fun matchups. Because I think to your point, Holbrook, it's like people have been complaining about the matchups, but in part it's because people haven't figured out why, or rather whether they're going to prioritize this event. So you could catch an alliance that you expect to come deep and, you know, give you a really good match, and maybe this just isn't one that they're prioritizing. They show up with 30 people. I think as you start to see people like plan more for this, I think the enjoyment's going to increase, and I think it's got a great framework. Like, it's a cool event.
Select number of CVS data. Scan coupon now. Touch the continue button to finish.
Bird, are you teaching?
That's not me. I'm the screaming kid in the background.
I was gonna ask you, are you teaching your daughter how to go shopping already? Holy cow, dude, it is loud. Are you teaching the daughter how to go shopping already?
I've been on mute. I'm the screaming kid in the background.
I like hearing that.
Hey, Woody, this is Genghis.
Hey, Genghis.
For Bird and for you, could you guys just describe what makes 255 so great? I mean, I think I know what it is, but just for this group, it's their numbers. One of the things we try to do in 904 is Baby Nation compared to them is get our second and third alliances to try to participate. Our second alliance was almost winning our second round in GC this past iteration. But just talk about why is 255 so dominant.
I think right now he's probably got a lot of background going on. There he is.
Yeah, sorry, I moved to a different room. I think there are a lot of factors. I think at a really high level, they have assembled a group of people that all like believes in the same vision, really loves playing the game, and really loves playing with that team, both as an alliance in HIM and as a nation in 255. I think they are extraordinarily well organized. I think they've been doing it for a while, and I think they've got just phenomenal leadership at the top. And I think that leadership, I think the leadership is deep enough that they probably have people whose focus is looking forward to what's the next wave. So they are always early adopters of things in my, from my perception. They have a lot of factors going for them. And I see the participation as more of a, that's more evidence of what they've been able to achieve, as opposed to like the thing that makes them great. It is a thing that makes them great, but it's coming from excellent leadership, excellent buy-in and engagement with all their players. And that's what's causing them to be able to field 99 to 100 people in every event. They've got a great system over there. They're super well organized, and they've got great leadership.
Yeah, and that's exactly what 255 Cleva basically said. The leadership is truly amazing, and the commitment is like never they've ever seen before. It's throughout the entire game time that they've been playing. So, I mean, that says a lot. That says a whole bunch.
Yeah, and I think a lot of nations have been able to learn from 255. I think they are really generous with kind of sharing their insights.
I agree.
But I will say from my from my own experience, getting to be a part of a team where everyone is committed, everyone is focused on the goal, everyone is willing to go above and beyond. It makes the game a whole lot more fun for me. I obviously really enjoy the game. I'm really engaged. I like learning new things. And when you get to play with people who have that same mentality and who are ready to just like knuckle down and be stubborn and fight till the end, it's a really cool feeling. Like, I think about the first GC that I played was 621. Like the odds were fairly insurmountable, and there was a point in round 2 which we needed to win where we were behind. We were behind for like 65 to 70 minutes, but we just kept going. Everyone was like, we're just going to keep fighting, and maybe we don't win, but the fight in and of itself, together, all of us, is worth that battle, worth taking that shot. And so it's been a blast for me in 621. I know people have moved to 255. I'm sure it's the same for them. It's been a blast for me to play with people who are as engaged and invested in the game. Like it makes the game fun,
Absolutely. Real quick, I see OffTap Life is in here. She's a YouTuber, fresh to the game here, guys. Playing over there in 1090, and they were able to take the win. So they almost got a full 45 in all 3 rounds. That's not bad. If you guys do have the chance, check out OffTap's channel. Give her some love. Subscribe, like some of her stuff. She's posting more videos, and she's like me, guys. Like she does the wide version and stuff like that. A very good person. Just want to give her a shout out like that. She's doing good things. But 1090, that's in the 1,000 nation. They're already pulling, and like you were saying earlier today, guys, like these nations, these newer nations, they're coming with numbers. They come with numbers, and they got some whales, guys. Like they have some whales bigger than me, and I'm pretty big. I'm sitting at like 22 or 21 officer power, but there's some up there that are like 24, 25 already. Like insane numbers, like insane. I also do want to say that 736 does have a 37. Obviously you see a port next to me. Obviously that's a showcase for my nation. And I think they're only asking 500. I know it's a 37, and they got gold Titans. But that's as far as they're gonna go with that. Anyway, it's you know what to do. Go and make a city, talk to the person. That's as far as I'll go with that. But anyways, I give the shout outs. So, and I do have a Patreon. Cowboy posted it. You can look it up at woodytv.live, and you can bring it right there. And down here, like 1225 is when you're taking. They're going to finals too, maybe. Whoa! Hold on. You see this? 1225 is already. I gotta look this up in my Bible real quick. I have to look this up because I just seen a lot of freaking nations for the 1200s being a merger. I gotta look it up in the Bible.
Glow 15 is about to stop doing GC if that alliance keep being paired with us. It's impossible to go against them.
Look at 1225. Look. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3. That's 8 nations.
It's a nation where they already have more than 47 cities above C34. That against the rest of the globe is impossible, even the numbers wise. It was crazy.
Check them out.
Is that a locked nation?
Yeah.
It is, yes.
That's why I'm not
like no one from Glow 15 has been merged, only them. And they already have a nation inside. And every time, like this GC was a joke.
See what they got cooking.
I had the same experience early on in 459. 457 had 2 3-nation mergers before we had one. So it was like 9 nations, and we were going up against them. They ruled the roost in GC for a little while because of that.
That's crazy. In the 1200s, I mean, yeah, you do got a few 41s here and there, and they're pretty strong 41s. But there's not many, and they're just solo nations still. These guys got 8 freaking mergers. I mean, the average of their nation, I mean, is 34.
47 cities above C34. It's crazy.
And that's literally only 3 months old.
A year.
No, is it really a year already?
Yes.
Okay, so a year, and they already got a 41, and officer power at 14. I know to some of the older nations, we would love to face them, but against you guys up there, I mean, that's unheard of, and well, I can't say it's unheard
No, it was
of.
it was crazy today. I'm in 1230.
Right.
And it's not like a weak nation. It's actually a really strong nation for our globe. And it was impossible. Like you can see the kill ratio, but anytime that we kill, let's say a batch, 30 more players will come in. It was a nightmare. And like it doesn't worth all the resources that we were like wasting on gold, on speed, on everything.
That is crazy though. But you put these guys up against a nation like 923, they're gonna answer back with those numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but it's a nation. Like it's how can you compete with that?
I've been matched up against 567, 385, not GC, but like in Void, and like 209, I think it was. I was matched up against, and they or 299. I don't even remember, but they had like freaking 9 nations inside. It's like how do we even they got us?
And that's the thing, that Frenzy and Void, we win. Like they haven't been able to win against like the main
anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
see that's the trade-off about those Lock Nations, is that you're gonna Void and Frenzy, you're always going to win, like 100%, and you're gonna kill as like you'll have the biggest score you'll ever have against a Lock Nation, period. And I think that's a trade-off, and I don't know why they don't fight. I know that they are scared to lose troops, I think, because they don't fight unless it's civil war. Then they fight. They love fighting each other, but they don't like fighting us in Void. Don't know why. Maybe Tip, if he's still here, you can answer that because he's friends with them. Is he still in here?
What's up?
Why don't the Lock Nations fight in Void?
They care about troop loss, if I could put it to you in a simple way. They think we're crazy for fighting in a troop loss event.
Well, they're scared to lose troops.
Yeah, they think for the amount of money that they spend on them, and us too, of course, that to play a lossless event makes no sense.
That kind
Which is
of
why you'll rarely see them play it.
That kind of makes no sense though, because they go hard in every event, non-troop. They don't even go hard in Frenzy.
But what's funny though is you will see their farms come over there and try and farm your farms.
Yeah,
which is
and then, yeah, but then we're in their nation farming them, like their
Hell
mains.
yeah, baby.
Farming their
it.
mains.
Woody, I think it's because Lock Nations just don't have good enough leadership to keep their nation as a whole. So, like, what's the point when we all know Strongest Commander is a nation event? It's not an alliance event. They can't control their nation, so they're just like, what's the point? That's maybe one option. The other
it's
is
it's the lossless troops. It is.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I was gonna say, because if they can show up for every event, EW, GOD, Triangle War,
Yep.
I mean every event, Polar, and every event, EW, and with numbers, that's not the case, because at any point in Void, if they have those numbers for those events, they can pull off a freaking radical hit.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and even me saying that it was impossible, they did play it smart and they did play hard. But it's just numbers. It was a number thing.
She said hard.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Well, we're moving around to 744. So it looks like actually 796. What happened on that last one? So they scored a 45 and a 40 on the first two. Or on the first one, they didn't show up. What happened? Alaskan. What happened? Let's see some of these reports.
Yeah, we didn't go much in the first round. We just sent in a couple there to kind of feel it out, and then we went hard on the other 2 rounds.
Oh, your alliance and nation decided to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Pretty much. Well, my time it was 2 a.m. Finished at 4 a.m.
Okay, I mean, well, this is a strategy now. So let me ask you something, because I know 796 is going to. You guys already said you're going to try to win GC. So now you got 722 and 732 to worry about. In 722, I'm not sure if you've ever played them. They're going to come hard. They come
What's
real
796
hard.
look like, Woody? Can we see what they look like?
Yeah, let's go look them up.
I've never seen them.
Yeah.
So they're going up against Archie?
Yeah, they're going up against Archie and 722. And
good luck.
in the past, in the finals against 722, it took every nation to work together to hold them off.
And 722 is a lock nation, correct?
Yeah, you know 722.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Tip
This is Genghis. How do Woody go 30 times in a row against you in Polar, and you've never seen 796? This is crazy, man.
I agree with you. It makes zero sense.
I mean,
Well,
the
not only that,
796 is phenomenal. They're phenomenal.
And we find 904. As you know.
I'm 904. 30 times in a row we went in Polar. Yeah.
and never the 700s. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, we just dropped down to you guys here in Globe 9. I mean, we're Globe 10. So when they did that change, we dropped down a bracket.
The matchups
yeah, but like
they do in all these
Alaska,
events
you guys
no
could be fighting 5, 6, 7 too. You guys with Polar Bear and all that, you guys could be throwing gloves with them.
We fought Polar Bear in an event one time, and they weren't strong enough to even come close. But it was fun.
I think in
it was
Polar,
only one time.
Probably, I would guess they're close to us. Is my guess.
So this is 796 right here. They got Polar Bear, Panda.
Okay, that's who that is.
Yeah, Tesseract, Khan, the awesome guy right there. He also plays in our nation as well.
Let me see the Titans.
Look at the officers: 25, 22, 17.
Yeah,
So
Polar Bear strong shit for sure.
Even I'm gonna say the top 6. You're up to 15. Actually, probably fucking up to 14. Top 8. That's fucking. That's respectful. All right, let's see the Titans.
Y'all like to focus on all the other stuff. Titans are what make or break.
Yeah, I'm probably just maybe a couple of months away from being C41 myself.
That's pretty good right there, Woody.
Yeah.
And now what is Archie Nation? So you got 6 and up, you got 2.2.
Well, look at the warplanes.
I mean, they're all anything gold and above is fine. So I mean, that doesn't really change much. I mean, that's Polar Bear just has multiple.
Let's look and see how many.
They got multiple golds. They got just like us. They've got like 3 or 4 golds in each whale.
Yeah.
I'm a couple of weeks away from my gold.
All right, now we're gonna check out 732. Oops, I hit the wrong button. My bad. Whatever. All right, 732. Camel really needs to fix this.
You're getting better at it. I'll say that. You must be wearing your glasses.
I am. I am. So you got Nutty, Brooklyn, Archie.
Let me see their Titans. That's what I'm comparing.
Well, we'll get there. We're going to officers first. So 23, 23.
Ooh, similar.
This right. Okay, so Polar has 24.
25. 25.
25. But you got 2 at 23, and for all we know, they might have the lower line on, or not the lower line, but you know what I mean. They might have some switch to lower it.
Absolutely. That's why I don't judge those. I always judge Titans.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Titans. Titans are strong.
Yeah, they got more 2. So they're 8 and up over 2 and close to really 9. All those even down to 10 is close to 2 up. So their Titans are stronger, Woody. Now it'll still come down to who obviously does a better job with planning and whoever has a better strategy. But I would say that, it's probably 65% leaning in their favor just based off strength.
732. So
Yes.
796 has only got a single merger. 732 is a double merger. So even their second
Oh,
rank,
they're screwed.
yeah,
They're screwed.
even their second rank alliance, because I played for GC in 732 as well. ABS, they're decently strong. They can put up a fight too.
Yeah, the problem is they can go out there and hold the toilets, and that's
Yeah.
what makes it the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our problem is participation. Even though for round 3 we had I think 41 at one point online. That was it.
Well, now think about this. Now we're gonna look up 722.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
So they got 4 nations, so we're gonna go into 719 to see exactly what they got cooking there. And this is where you're gonna realize, okay, well, if we don't team up and you try to take it, 722 is gonna win. 719. And I think that people are not understanding that. I get it that you're in a new globe and you want to win. I get that. 718, 719. Brings us 722. Now look what they got.
It's similar. That's not far off. You see the officers. I know you like to see it. Come on.
This is where.
No, that's not. They're still similar. As a matter of fact, the other 2 nations had better. I mean, similar. Their top heavy is stronger.
Yeah, their top heavy is stronger. Let's go to the Titans. That's
1, 2. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh. Yeah, they got better Titans, buddy.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
And they're all. And from here is like only 1 gold Titan.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna hurt though.
Yeah. And I have reported this guy like 2 weeks ago. I'll show you his report.
And did you see they're all AOM?
Yeah, they're all in one. They're on one, and they all will show up.
They're organized.
Yeah, that's my wake up while I'm on break alarm. All right, so we're gonna check out some reports from them in the mines from their top guy. Again, I don't trust the mines because they, certain officers are left out, but it's still gonna give you.
Just that panda.
This guy, look, he tried to freaking hit me. He tried to hit me. He didn't go so well. So this is a couple weeks ago. This guy and his stats, it's almost 24 in the mines.
Wow. Yeah.
That guy is super strong. And
Yeah, he is. Look at his reductions too.
And I think he's at like 500 million BP.
Damn.
So he's going to be. You're not going to hit him. You're not going to hit him. But they're going to show up all 3 rounds with all their 41s. That's how they.
Yeah,
that's how they got
they
us.
don't stand a chance, Woody, unless they team up. I think you're right.
And I think that's something that I think 732, 796, and 767 need to talk about. Sit down and talk, because it's not going to be one nation that wins it. If you guys fight each other, you're not 722 is going to take it.
I don't see Archie teaming up with anybody though. I just don't see his pride let him do it. I think he's too wants to win it by himself.
Well, I get that, but here's a problem with that. If they don't work together, 722 is going to take it.
Maybe, but it'd be like this. Did you see that 6211? They went as being the underdog and came out winning, and they appreciated it way more. I mean, I think that Archie goes in and he wins that. I think he would earn a hell of a lot of respect if he did.
I would agree. I would agree with that. They weren't. Well, look what happened. See, the whole 621 thing, the Lock Nations learned a very valuable lesson from that. Okay, so since that, whenever we went up against 722, they split up all their 41s and all their strongers to equally match every round. And usually in America, American people, or the unlocked nations, as to say, you pick 2 rounds and you go hard on, right? Well, what if they're able to keep you down to 20,000 points in round 1 and 3, and they come at 45 in the second round? They win, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So that's what you got to really think about it. So when I seen Alaskan and he said that they went in the second round, that was kind of eye-opening to me, because that right there would show that 722 can't just fucking walk around and get that second round win. You know what I mean? Because obviously they showed up in the semis and took it in the second round.
But how many players is 722 bringing though? And I say that because I'm
They're gonna
looking
bring
at 69.
so when we fought them, they brought the whole 200.
Yeah, then there's nothing they can do, buddy.
Every round they brought 200.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do. There's just too many fucking players.
And it took literally three of the other alliances battling in just zero and not 722 to where they got last place.
And that's how you would beat them. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But do the top guys there want to do that? I don't think they do. I mean, I might be wrong.
So my advice. Hold on, real quick before you answer that. My advice: if 3 of the top nations are fighting in the middle, and you're the underdog, they're not fighting in the toilets. So if they're only scoring 10,000 points because they're fighting in the middle each, you can score 20,000 in those toilets. I'm just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there.
16-5.
Well, whatever. Wow. It's still, if they're fighting in the middle for that and they get the 10,000 each, well, I mean, 16-5 wins it. Just saying.
Problem is 722's got 200 people. That's the problem.
That is a problem.
They can send 75 to 80 players out to them toilets and only have to focus 120 on the inside and still be able to dominate.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's tough.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's tough. I'm just happy to see that there wasn't 3 lock nation against 1 nation like they did to me last season. That was fucking, dude, that was dirty. That was dirty of Camel to do that to me. That's when you know that Camel's mad at you.
You do know you can manipulate the GC match, the lineup. You gotta pay attention
and we were.
And do it.
We were manipulating it.
Well, let me be the first to tell you did a bad job.
No, so they planned this out, dude. We were manipulating this to where we were going to try to knock them out in the semis, right? And they said nope. And they manipulated it and then got all 3 of us against us. Like they know how to manipulate it too.
Yeah, I believe that. They did a great job, is what it sounds like.
They did. I'm not gonna lie, they did. But it was funny because, obviously in GC chat, I was like, yeah, it must be nice. Congratulations. We just took it as war and just fucking burnt all you guys. But then in GC finals, they all burnt them and they went crying in the freaking GC chat. Oh, it must be nice to go against 3 people. Yeah, well, I mean, and people were like, well, now you know how I feel when you did this freaking Woody's Nation. They haven't said a word since.
That's funny.
Hey, Woody.
Yeah.
So we have a Lock Nation 925 up by us. That actually is, it's like 8 mergers, whatever they've had. But they're pretty good. Like from an honor standpoint, I've heard Tip say this, I've heard Lee God say they're actually fun to fight every time we go. So it's like we don't trash talk with them because every time we go to the finals with them, fun. And there's some animosity between some of the other nations. I would not be surprised in our finals that it's going to be like, and I think Bryce is on here, 908 and 910 should be ganging up against us. But 925, we're not going to gang up against them. And they're a Lock Nation. We're not going to do it. We just want to fight and play. And there's going to be a weird situation. I'm telling you, we're not going to be going against each other because we just want to fight and win. We don't want to have. If we're going to win a championship, it's going to be just our nation only. That's the way we are, and we're more than happy to lose one.
That's honorable.
Yeah, but I mean, I got respect for that 925 nation because they won't deviate from it. They won't try to gang up or anything too. And that's a totally Lock Nation. They've been good. We play them in Frenzy and Void, and they're the most fun of every nation we've ever played with. Every time. Yeah. So I throw that out there just because I've heard you say that, Tip. And for sure. God has said other stuff.
So,
too, yeah.
Oh, you pray for a Lock Nation ahead of state.
Yeah. So
they're going to get number 1.
So the 900s.
It's fun. It's the most fun. Yeah.
The 900s, they don't have a lot of Lock Nations in it. The 700s have the most Lock Nations in it. So there's almost just as much Lock Nations in a GC as there is unlocked nations.
Wow.
So, yeah, and they team up against us. We team up against them. I mean, that's how it is in the 700s. Like,
give Camel another few GCs, and they'll merge them all together for you, Woody.
yeah,
Hey,
then
Woody.
yeah.
Woody, guess who 908 has for Void?
Who?
925.
Oh, you're gonna whop them.
So we're gonna smoke that nation and burn it to hell.
So let me hold on. So you're gonna burn it to hell, and they're gonna be really screwed. They're gonna be really screwed. GC.
Void. Like, we love Void. Like, we're undefeated in head of state, and we don't care. We're gonna go all in on, even though we have GC. That's just how we are.
So do you guys plan on teaming up against 904? I mean, obviously you're not gonna say on here, but
no, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. It's a discussion that would have to happen, but
it's okay if you do. If you're ready, we're ready.
I got my money on 904.
So
I've been preparing all my life for it.
So
I said it already. Saving.
So I've come to a conclusion when, other than like 722, because there's just, it takes team up to even compete against them. But when you go up against an unlocked nation in like finals and you team up against them, the reputation is there, and you can't change the reputation throughout the rest of the game play.
Don't worry, we'll still win, Woody. I will bring.
No, I'm not saying they're going
thousands of dollars against that for that.
Well, I'm not saying that they're going. I'm not saying that they're going to do that at all. But I'm just putting it out there now. Like, I've been playing the game for a very long time, and I've been into nations where they teamed up. Like, for instance, 373, when I was playing with Ram, they teamed up and they went against 425, and they screwed 425 out of a win. And even till this day, 373 has that reputation. So, like, if
hey, Woody, let me say this for what 908 has done in the last year. They've transformed themselves, and hopefully this is not a slight, from a nation. It's unbelievable, like how strong they've become.
They
unified. The numbers, everything, it's really remarkable. So it's a credit to them. They shouldn't. They were never in the finals before, Woody, and now they're like guaranteed to be in there both times.
We went up against 908 in Wasteland, and they fucking stomped us. And there was a video, and I put a video on it. I gave them, they got their show, they got their time on my channel. They stomped us, man. Like we were like WTF, like what the fuck. They stopped us. Like, surprised. Like, I was shocked. Like, holy cow, these guys are just freaking. They have the mentality of thinking about outside of the box, and that's what makes them really, really dangerous. Is that they think outside the box. They don't think like how we think. They think outside the box. So how can we beat this against these powerhouse players? And they just do it.
So Woody, I got a great topic for 6 months from now.
Okay.
And Tip, so I won't let Tip comment on it because he'll say, I don't want to talk about this right now. We've been literally 30 times in a row for Polar going against 567.
Right.
And it's miserable for us. Like we can win sometimes if they're asleep. Tip falls asleep. Lana falls asleep. Nick falls asleep. But I mean, they've got so many great whales and numbers that they do, and their average age of their cities are 38 plus, whatever we have. I spend 1.8 million if I can finish second strongly against them. But what I've noticed learning from them is their group attacks, the way they do their fleets on group attacks. It's not just to win. Like don't worry, I'm not going to give it away, Tip. When I send a fleet to go out to fight and defend on a tower, etc. Well, what I've learned from 567, I just got to tell you, to 908, 910, anyone else wants to gang up against us, I can't wait because I've learned so much from those battles to see what they've done on that. When I can take 2,400 plus, almost 2,500 melee HP, all the stuff that we have, and then put it in a group, and you actually can take your group formations. And we didn't do that, Woody, in GC today, but we will in finals.
Yeah.
But when you see an integrated thing like what 567 does, and their calling card, what they do is they actually send fleets of like 10 members together that have coordinated their formations is crazy. I've gone against like one or two that I should be killing. I'm like, how the hell are they going against me? And then all of a sudden they add 3 or 4 and you're finished. But it's like over and over again. I've seen it for 30 weeks. It's amazing to see. And the group coordination that you can do for large battles not be underestimated. It's amazing. 567 is the best at it. So I'll leave it on that. Yeah.
I think I have to clarify the whole thing of 722 real quick because I just seen 7-Eleven just posted. In the first one they brought 86. No, that's second one. 27 in the first one, 86 in the second, and then 95 in the third. So I think even 7. That was 722 to Lock Nation.
Yeah, if they do that, Woody, then it'll be a fun GC.
Yeah, it'll be fun then.
The only one that's going to be better is the 904, 908 GC.
That's going to be definitely
that is going to be the GC to watch. Period.
Yeah, because all the other ones, we already know who's going to win it.
Yeah, anybody can shit about those.
Like,
they don't care. Yeah, like you record that, you're just wasting your time.
Well, I mean, if I have the day off, I mean, I can record. You know what? But I mean, I'm friends with both 904 and 908, so it's like I don't want to go in one nation. They're like, oh, Woody's over there. He likes us more. No, I like them both.
Well, if you want to record, Woody, we could get like a little group chat thing, kind of like they do with the football, the commentators. And you pick a team, I'll pick a team. I'm picking 904. I'm calling it now. I like Bryce. Not saying nothing bad, but 904, man, those guys are tough. I ain't gonna say enough about it.
They are.
And if they apply any of the tactics that they got from us, they're gonna be brutal with that strength they have.
Well, no, we're 567 kicked our ass every week in Puller. We learned. Yeah.
Well, I think we've already talked about what they do. What your nation does, 567, does in team attacks. We've already talked about that many times.
Yes. Yeah, but Woody, it's such a it's worthy of a topic. I just don't. Whenever Tip is ready to talk about it,
I'll talk
about it.
So
dominating. It's so dominating, dude. When you literally have everyone integrated. If you got 4 whales, 5 whales, but if you got 20 people who are C38 and above, who are all playing from the same script, it's a killer. I don't care whether you have 100. You take 923 with 100, going against 15 of us integrated in a 567 model. They will never win. We will destroy them. We will eat them for lunch.
Well, so
every day.
I guess we'd have to ask Bryce. Bryce, do you guys have mid rangers in your nation? Because that's going to be making break.
It is. It's a huge difference.
Yeah, but they're not. Those are the ones we have the beef with right now.
Okay, so
that's the other reasons why 908 is going to have a really hard time because we're not fully consolidated as one, and we haven't saved. Like we love too many other events. It's going to be hard to go back and forth with 904, 910, and 925 for an hour and 25 minutes. We just don't got it like that.
Well, the advantage to the mid. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Bryce.
If you gave us 2 months to save, I would tell them straight up, we're going to give you fucking hell. I don't care how strong you are, because I know how to play this game too.
Right.
But we just don't have it. We just don't.
Well, it looks like it's got 14 days
to save up for GC. Okay.
So I mean, okay, let's talk about this. If you're in finals, all right, if you're in finals, and this goes for every nation out there, if you're in finals, who gives a fuck about head of state?
Agree.
Nobody
cares.
Nobody
no one cares. Bubble up. Bubble
give
up.
Credit to Holbrook.
Yeah.
Give credit to Holbrook for just calling out. It's nonsense unless you're like in a 400, 500 nation. It doesn't make any sense to you.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense for us.
So if you're in finals, who cares? Take the fucking loss, whatever. It's only freaking one head of state. You're gonna have it in 2 weeks again. So
hey now, don't say those words. Those are fighting words, Woody.
Well, I'm just saying.
I know.
So when it comes to GC and you make it in the final, if you make it in finals, those are obviously the nations that are stacked and they
think you care about finals. Let's say that. I'll agree with that.
They care to win it. Okay.
Yes.
So at that point, who cares about the void or the frenzy? This upcoming head of state void for those nations that are in finals is going to be really critical. real critical. So if you like, for say you guys 925, if you can eliminate those top players and like bring their troops down, and they don't heal those, or they can't afford to heal those, that makes a huge difference in GC. But if they're bubbled, and you guys got the win, just stay bubbled.
Save the resource.
Yeah, just stay bubbled, take the win.
We actually have a head of state is 910 is in our head of state. So like if we were doing void against them in this coming weekend, we would destroy their nation if we could, because we're heading into a GC finals. So we love that. We would go in there. Well, we're not, but they're second round. They're matched up with someone else. And honestly, I say, like for Bryce, like their nation's phenomenal. It's 6 months ago. I would never have said that, but they're phenomenal what Bryce has done. 910 is the one that they hate us. It's just they always 3 GCs in a row we fought against them, and they always came back just under us. It was 858 before that. Yeah, it was 858.
I see Save saying you won't destroy
shit. We're the kings of the crown. So if I was anyone else, I want to take us down. But I love that though. Thank God. We're going to actually have a battle where people are coming out to come after us. Yeah. I love that. The game's boring otherwise.
Well, 910 is going to fight.
I got to warn everyone coming against. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. And this is not me. It's 7 whales.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting. Again, I'm friends with 910 as well. So
it's the one to film. Yeah. And Bryce is great. He's phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah, 904 is for sure the GC to watch. And then that being said, Archie would be fun to watch too.
Yeah, I just looked at my head of state. So we have 776 in our in Void, and then 722 and 726 and 771, 3 locked nations in our bracket. For
you know what I see in your bracket, Woody? I see Camel happy with you.
Satisfied.
And then the freaking YouTube chat saying, Woody, someone is snoring on the stream. It sounds like mute them. I don't hear anyone snoring. Maybe it's my breathing. Maybe it's this.
Woody, we're all forgetting there's actually another really good GC that no one has even mentioned yet, and it's the bracket above us.
Is that the 1070 deal?
For sure.
The 9-3, I think it's 989. I don't know who made it, but that is another really good GC that no one's even talked about yet.
Well, no one brought it up.
Yeah, I gotta try and find out who made it, but that, I don't know if you remember Taka, the player Taka, he got a really good merge with Eat Fall them, which is 993, and then 898 was a really good merge. They got like 3 whales, a lot of participation. You got 955, which is mass them, right? And then I can't remember who's the 4th, because I know Nabsy's done with 896, so 986. So I can't remember who the 4th is, but that's another GC that people should look out for.
It's 975.
So 975.
Woody, I have something to say.
Okay, go ahead, Safe.
I think Genka said he would destroy us in Void. It's funny that the guy that doesn't play Void says that he will destroy us in Void.
Uh-oh.
So when you get some Void experience, then you can say that he will destroy 910.
Oh boy.
And good luck.
Oh boy.
We will see you in the
fighting words.
We will be
those are fighting words.
That's all great. I never said I would destroy you, but you're welcome. All of 910 could invade my city, and I'll leave it open for you.
Guys, listen. You got to take a page from me and Tip. All right. You see how nice we are to each other on these podcasts?
Well, we got to drum it up, though. We got to drum it up for it. But all of 910, I dare you to invade my city. I'll leave it open for you.
Because
promise you. And you won't
you don't fight in Void. You don't fight in Void.
Well, the bad news is this isn't Void coming up.
I can't speak to Void because I don't actually know, but every time I've played against 904, Genghis has been a fucking gamer out there. And I will say, though, in fairness, every time I've played 910, Safe has been mixing it up too. So you guys are both good players.
I would agree, but I tell you what, I've seen Genghis, and that I don't care what event he's in, it's full throttle. There's no half throttle, there's no quarter throttle. It's 200% throttle.
Let's
the nitrous oxide is on.
All right, so we're gonna look at 904, and then we're gonna look at 910, and we're gonna see. We're not gonna give our opinion. All right,
we already did.
We're at 910 right now. We'll look at 910 first. And I'm friends with both these guys, so it's hard for me to say who's going to win. That's 910.
Oh, no, that's 908. 910, sorry. Napsy's there. Nice.
Napsy's there. Abu is there. Safe's there. Spotlight. A couple people I haven't heard of. But let's check out their officers real quick. 24, 20, 18, 16.
That's not enough.
Well, let's check out their Titans real quick. 32, 26, 25, 23.
Drops.
Well, I mean, Warplanes.
I already know the other one. That's why I'm saying that, Woody. That's that dude on top there is a monster. Hands down. He's a great
Abu,
guy.
he is a monster.
Yeah,
he is.
He's a monster. I can't say anything bad about him.
Let's check out
But now look at
904.
904. This will be why. Yeah. You know, the thing we keep skipping, Woody, is BP.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Because that's kind of important in GC. You know what I mean? The guys with heavy BP can sit there and just pound on you.
They said that they're going against the Terror and Void, right?
Yeah, but what I mean by that is if you got a huge BP city in GC, you could just sit there, nobody's going to touch you. You can just sit there and rain the towers nonstop.
Well, that's not necessarily true because we went up against 904 went up against Dab X today, and he had 352 million BP, and we were able to, after a few hits, bring him down.
I understand. I'm not saying 350. I'm just asking what BP. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so we got cities. They got 541s, 140. Okay. Let's check out their officer. 25, 25, 22.
22, 20. Yeah, I told you, Woody. They monsters over there.
Man.
Yeah. Now look at the Titans, Woody.
3,
2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 7.
Ooh.
Ouch.
But we also know that everything has to do with strategy. Now, I don't want to hear either one of your nations literally freaking recruiting and staying bubbled. God damn it, you better not fucking do that. Either one of you guys. Like, especially the arguments we had here just a minute ago, you guys better fight it out. And here's the thing, they're both in finals.
Yes. They're in the GC together, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
So, and
of course.
they're both in finals.
I have never in my life I've never recruited above 500 million, and it's always been to make sure that we were even going to every killing event. And that's the highest I've ever done. But that's just to make us even. And it's terrible. Every nation we fight against, it's always that it's like $1 billion ahead of us, 2 billion ahead of us, and then they
Where's
bubble.
Genghis? Where's the name Genghis?
I'm Razzy's pappy.
Oh, okay. I'm not used to seeing you change that.
Now that we're on it, I'm actually Raz's dad. I just want you all to know this. I came into the game late. I am his father.
All good.
You came back from the store?
Yeah.
You could have done a lot fucking better.
So
I got here as soon as I could.
So 904/910 void, that's gonna be a crucial void.
Do they actually have a void coming up together? Is that what I'm hearing?
It's after the GC though. It's after the GC.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I would
There
love,
is a void coming.
love for that to be before. Yeah.
So I think if it would have been for void before GC,
We had that with 858. We had that with 858 before, like 4 GCs before, and 858 won the GC, or we won the GC. They won the void before us. They beat us some points coming into the final killing event. And 858 are monsters. They're the greatest.
Yeah, they are. Well, I was going to say if
but we beat them in GC, which is record straight. Yeah.
I was going to say if you guys had void against each other, that void would be so critical. like so critical to trying to zero each
It was
other
1
out.
week. It was 1 week before the GC final.
Well, I mean, finals is in 14 days, right? So who do you guys got in your bracket this upcoming void then?
We have 9-10, but it's going to be a week after GC final. Because GC's already 9-10's already matched up with someone else.
Okay, that's what I meant, like the first round. Okay.
Yeah. First round, we're not matched up with them.
Oh man, if you guys would have had first round, that first round for both your nations would have been so critical.
9-10's phenomenal. Abu is awesome. He's the greatest fighter ever.
Yeah. I've fought him in freaking Poland before, and that guy goes.
We never get matched up with him and get in anything.
So you're assuming 9-10 is going to be 8-23, and you guys are going to be 8-7-8 or 7-8-6.
She doesn't look like she did in line.
GC finals. It'll be 9-25, 9-04, 9-08, and 9-10. All battling.
Well, I'm talking about head of state right now. I'm looking
head of
at
state. I don't care about head of state. Head of state. I'm like Holbrook. I don't care about it anymore. I don't
right, but
we're EW, Polar, and Void. Yeah.
Right, but what I was saying, if you were matched up with 9-10 in this upcoming Void, it would have been critical for both sides of you guys to try to zero out the bigger players.
Yeah, think about it. We could have been killing players before they even go to fight. Yeah.
Yeah, and any nations that get matched up like that, they need to take advantage of it. They need to take advantage of it.
Martine made a point of making sure that we were 100,000 troops above 100 million troops above Abu. So 904 is going in with like 385, like DAX sort of BP power, whereas Abu's got 285. So we're ready for the long haul. We got two almost 400 million BP.
And they start digging.
23 million troops. Both cities ready to go.
Right. Well, I think it's going to be a good one. I think that is going to be one of the GCs that's going to be. If I got a day off, I might have to pick a nation and record. And there's another one someone's talking about 955 and 996 GC.
Yeah, they're good up there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're heard it. They're going to be freaking hard to beat too. So 955, 969
beats us. More honor to us, man. We'd love it, man. They're great. They're great freaking nation. 908. 908's not going to win. Bryce, you're not going to win. If you win, I'm going to squash you guys. I promise you that. But they're phenomenal. They are phenomenal. What they've done is amazing with the their nation. But it's 9-10 versus us. Yeah.
But 908 is in it. Oh, I see. Now
they're definitely it. They're definitely
I understand why you said it's a team up.
They have to join together. If they don't join together, they will lose. But that's how dirty you want to be. You guys want to join against us? You guys go join against us. You do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Didn't 925 help you last GC final? Like,
are you saying 925 helped 908 last GC?
Helped 904. We beat 904 round 2 and round 3.
But they can't really communicate though, because it's one's locked nation.
Yeah, we don't call Chinese nations racist like you guys did. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. What we did is we stood up for our player because they started saying that he was black or something like that. So what we did was we told them to stop being racist. That's
how do you know somebody's black?
I dare you.
You guys should stay the politics out of it. You really should keep the politics out of it.
No,
hold on. 925 came in the GC's chat and said black people are slaves. Fuck those guys for that shit. Fuck them.
There was also stuff that came in at them beforehand on some of the little trolls that were doing from all nations that came in. On Chinese people that they were like terrible people. Once you get into that stuff, dude, we shouldn't be.
We have never
fighting and this shit out of it. Yeah.
No. We have never insulted anyone. So we just told them that
You have
what
never.
they
That's
did was
true.
wrong.
You have never done that. Yeah.
No, I haven't
I agree. I
insulted.
agree 100% with that. Yeah.
Maybe we said that they shouldn't do that, and that's it. So that's why they hate us.
I think I gotta make it
And
clear.
they helped 904. They ported to our hive, and they were only targeting 910, and we still got 2 rounds from 904.
I think I need to make it.
They burned us too. Yeah.
Hold on, I think need to make it clear to everyone in this game. When it comes to GC chat, if you say anything racist and it gets reported, you are risking your entire account.
Your city, literally.
Yeah, you are risking it being banned, and it will not be unbanned. So you really better think about what you say in GC chat, because you can't delete it. The only person that can delete it is Camel, and if Camel deletes it, that means they've seen it. So be very careful. That is in TOS, and they don't mess around with the racist shit.
Yeah, people can report it too, so you want to be careful.
Yeah, and
I just gotta say, just have fun and play the game, man. It's not we're geopolitical powers fighting against each other. We're just trying to have fun. That's all.
Lee God says it best: leave the politics and religion out of the game.
I mean, that's what we come into. That's why we play the game, right? To get away from real life bullshit, right?
Yeah,
like if we're being real, that's why we play this game. I mean, we spend a lot of money.
910, like for 910, if you guys would keep that out of it, you could probably win. I'll just give you that advice. Because 925 hates you guys.
I'm not. I don't know who said it. I really don't, because I don't know. Maybe I wasn't just paying attention, but I'm just saying, like in general, guys. Like there's 3 things. Like even you'll never hear me talk about. Races, religion, and money. Oh, I mean, I can't really say money, but like, because I've talked about money here and there. But like, I will just say 2 things: religion and
blue coins.
Religion and politics. Those 2 things. We'll leave it at that. And race. Don't ever talk about that in the social media, because there was a guy, and I've already told you before that YOLO. He was a YouTuber when I first started for this game, right? And from what I understand, I know that there's 2 different versions of this, but I heard the version from his sister, that he was a YouTuber, stay-at-home father, and he zeroed out the wrong person and had a couple mixed words that were on the Discord chat that he had, and well, that person he zeroed out and had words with flew over to the United States, found where he lived, and we'll just say that he's no longer with us. Not saying that's what I heard. So gotta be careful what you say, because you never know. There might be someone smarter and knows how to run a PC and knows exactly pinpoint where you are. Gotta be careful, guys. Like, this is a game. Don't take things personal, and definitely leave real life out of it. And that guys, that's 100% truth. It's crazy. What's more crazy is, like, I'm a YouTuber, and we all know I live near Chicago, and I have literally like 10 people around me that play this game that I've actually attacked before. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Woody, I'd like to add a little.
Woody, I don't know whether we're talking to but like whoever it was in 910. If it was Saif. I'm sorry, is that? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, like so, like Saif. I think that was Saif, but whoever it is in 910. It's like, hey, don't take the bait, dude. Just don't go on that. I mean, it's not worth it.
It's not about.
I know it's terrible, but just it's so many trolls drop into accounts. We have 904. We have 3 or 4 people that drop in, and they're not even our members, and they say the racist. Most terrible stuff, and it takes us like 3 months to try to cancel them, and then you guys react to it, and you think it's like World War III. And it's just a game. But we got to cancel them out. But anyway, we respect you. I'll shut up.
We respect you as well. I'll just say one thing. We're not in this chat with 904. It's between us and 925, and it's not just 910 and 925. It's our whole globe with 925. It's just that 904 are cheering 925. So that's it. because
I
you
like
guys have a good relationship with them.
I
Our
like
whole
the
globe doesn't like them because it's not like we are perfect, and but they brought the race cards and they were insulting players with their C41s, not just the troll accounts.
I think it's best when you guys see someone saying something racist in GC chat, whether it's a locked nation or not. I think it's best to just not even comment to it. Like if anyone's gonna show their ignorance on a global aspect of global chat, I've always said this, whatever you say on GC chat, remember there's 32 other nations in there. Okay, and those 32 nations don't even need to say a word to make you the target. For instance, 722 talked major shit to me. Guess what happened to them? They were targeted by every single nation that they went up against because of that. And afterwards, they said, next time leave Woody alone. Like, it's people don't understand that GC chat is so dangerous to be, like, talked bad about. Like, if you have, like, oh, you suck kind of talk, that's one thing. But the whole, some of the bombs that they drop into it, I personally have seen, I'm just like, whoa, I am not talking in that chat. Like, I'm not sure if you can block people and it will like disappear. I mean, you can block. I don't want to choose him. See, a lot of these are my friends. I don't block anyone. But I think you can block people and not see it, or at least not see what they say.
Hey, Black Bob.
Bob's in here. Hey, Bob, I see you. He's actually in here. He's listening. I see him.
Woody, I would just like to add, as a representative of the bird people, I have never met a goat that I could trust. They're super selfish lovers. Let's see, what else can I say about the goat people?
Well, hold on. You have Holbrook here. He's a goat, but he's not a goat people.
I'll take Holbrook all day long.
That's why I was hoping he was listening and would come off mute.
The goat rules.
This is why I'm merging with 567. You've all seen it here first.
Yeah.
I love it.
So before you say,
I'm just trying to bring a little levity because
Amen, Holbrook.
Birds and goats, Yeah.
When you say goat as a goat people, please tell me you're not talking about like.
Oh, I'm talking about Holbrook.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
just clear it up.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Holbrook.
Man.
Yeah, he's talking about Holbrook.
Especially with the selfish lover comment. That was just to clear it up. That was directed solely at him, and it's actually not even true. It's not even true.
Have you guys seen what you have to do to ride Big Burn's bus? I'm just saying.
You have to wear a helmet, and you got to have crayons in your hands. I'm joking,
you
have to lick the window too.
You got to see this picture that Holbrook found.
Yeah, let me
Holbrook,
see it.
I don't have it up. Yeah, that's the one.
No one rides for free in Big Birds. That's good shit. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh man, this GC finals.
Woody, I was just trying to bring some levity to a serious moment, and get us back.
I don't think it's that serious, actually. Though I think you're totally right, though. But I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest nations, 910. They're so strong, man. So let me just say that as me for 904, they could kick our ass any day of the week if we drop our guard. And if I were them, I would do whatever they could strategically to try to go after us. Right? That's what I would do it or them.
Yeah, man. So that's what keeps the game fun.
Thank God. Yeah. Thank God we actually have a game that everyone wants to quit GC. No one wants to fight it. So we have it. So we actually have a bracket that's fun to talk about. Let's do it. And if 904 loses, oh my God, it's so bad. We won 3, we lost 1. I don't care.
But you get
I
to
will
fight
try to
for
win,
it,
though.
which will be
I
fun.
will try to win, though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Those are the matches you live for, right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones we remember.
Amen.
Like that
Amen.
like that 6-2-1
That's
matchup.
why we
against
joined the game in the base case.
Like that 6-2-1 matchup against those 3 lock nations. That was a tongue biter right there.
Yeah, that was one of the best experiences I've ever had in the game. And because of the way the rounds worked out, like it was still anybody's game going into round 3. We had to max and limit them to less than 2480, I think was the number.
I think you guys won it by only like 16-20.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah, like
Super close.
It was literally 5 minutes, if that, in a tower, and you would have lost it. If they would have gotten a tower, it would have been lost.
Yeah, man, but it's like win or like sure, it feels great to win that one. I can't lie, but having battles like that, where it goes down to the wire, like I've had some EWs like that where it's down to towers in the final seconds.
Yep.
Those are the matches you live for, Those are the ones you remember, and you crawled through like blood with your teammates, Those are the ones that make the game worth playing.
No, I agree. 100% agree with that. This is going to be interesting in 904 and at 955 and 9. I haven't even looked at 955. I want to see what they got cooking there in 955. You guys say it's going to be a good matchup, and they got some strong players. So why not check them out?
Yeah, Woody, 955, 989, and 993. You should go look at those 3 nations.
Yeah, let's look them out. Let's look at them. They already got freaking 641s. Holy cow. 23, almost 24. Mass. I know this nation. We went up against them in Triangle War or DOD. I think it was one of them, and they walked through us. Yeah, they're definitely strong. Wow, I forgot about them. 3-2 Titans. Jeez. You could tell Mass he's really heavy on his warplane, especially probably that warplane equipment. And what was the other one? 993. Three. Okay. That name. It was, ooh. This is going to be a tough one to say who's going to win. Because the other one has the other one has 841s. This have 3. And their top guy is at like 24. This will be a good one. This will definitely be a good one. Titans. Ooh, they got a lot of good Titans too. WPs, see people getting zeroed out. I don't know. I think I want to say maybe 3 hits on a 207 million. 3 hits would take him down by like in the 900.
I think he went all in on his build is perfect. Woody, like he has a great build, so all he has to do is recruit troops now.
Yeah, I mean 207 is nothing to joke around on, guys. Like even in 736 where I'm at, we wouldn't hit some of that 207. That's too much. GC we would, but like Boyd, we already know we're gonna lose one. It would take two of everyone online.
They could beat him, Woody, with 10 to 12 players, but they would have to send the right formations.
Yeah, formations have to do it, but if his Titans are in there, dude, I don't know about that. Like,
Still beat him.
Maybe you guys can, but you got to understand.
Man. I'm talking about the nation you just showed that I saw their Titans as you just showed me, and they could do it. Formation is 60%. It really is. And if they have the right mix, keep that in mind. And what I mean by that is the right amount of MRA players mixed with LRA players, of course.
You have to have that mix. And you know what? I'm gonna say fucking. I'm gonna show what we're talking about, so other players in the future, can do it. Sorry, Tip. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm not a hater. So if you have mid rangers in there, I'm gonna show you what as a long ranger all you should be setting. You're gonna put like what 55,000 there?
1,000 of everything.
No. And that's it. If you're long range, that's it. Your zombies, your tanks, and your cannons. That's it. If you're long range, that is all you fucking bring in a team attack. If you're mid range, sorry, I'm gonna do it. If you're mid range, depending how much the long range is put in front,
Exactly.
that's all you bring. Or hold on.
This is what I was trying to say. It should be a topic of another discussion after GC finals. Yeah.
That's all your mid range. This is all your mid rangers are gonna bring. That's it. Zombies, havoc breakers, and rockets. That's all you bring. The second one long ranger adds one of these. Whoa!
Damn!
Jesus Christ! You're out your fucking mind by not muting your mic. Holy shit! Okay, so the second a long range puts any mid range troop in there, that whole formation team attack is ruined.
I'll throw one thing in there since you're giving the secrets away.
Well, hold on. Let me finish. The second,
I don't think that's true. I think if you had a balanced mid range attack that has shielded your Titans, you're still okay.
Not really, because you got to remember the second a long range puts.
If you're a whale.
Yeah, if you're a whale, but if the second one puts another formation for say long range, puts a mid range in it lowers that person, the mid ranger's actual power down. It averages it out.
There's a recipe. There is.
I understand there's
it's all average stats, but I mean you want your highest guys putting their most T13s in the right spots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stats. That's where it all comes down. I look. I got my ass kicked by 5, 6, 7, and I don't even know what to say on Polar. 30 rounds in a row of sending literally my troops against everyone they sent against me, and it was number one. If it was me one-on-one, I won. The second they sent a second troop in their fleet, I was finished. And I'm maxed. I'm a totally maxed city.
And you looked at that report and seen what and started looking at it.
Every time
they put the wrong troops in there.
Mick and I were talking about it. Yeah.
If they put the wrong troops in it.
But Bodizi taught me how to do my fleet. Just so everyone knows. He's the smartest. He's better than Clue. Clue's not on here, but he's better than Clue.
Well, here's a problem. Is like everyone that's in here and people that actually watch the lives and they hear this stuff, they want to introduce that into their nation. But you got that one guy that don't give a fuck what any of us say. He's going to do what he's going to do. And that one guy is going to ruin the formation every time.
Well, there's one thing you guys keep leaving out. And I'm being nice by telling you this, so I'll be nice. And I'm being really sincere. Yes, formation is a huge part of it, but there's a missing equation in here. You right now you've got all the ingredients to the pie, but no one brought an oven. And what I mean by that is you have to have the right mixture of LRA players and MRA players to make that recipe work.
Well, that's why I said you gotta have the mid-range players. That's why I asked how many mid-rangers do you have in 908, and he says we ain't got many. So this is completely out of the water.
Yeah, it won't work for them. Whereas 904 does have that mixture, so it will work for them. That's why I put my money on them. Not saying I'm picking 908. I like 904. I like 908 both. I'm kind of like you, Woody. I like both of them almost probably equal, but they have a better mixture. And if they run the right formations, which I believe they will, they will just obliterate them.
I would say like the good mixture between mid-range and long-range is having at least 10 mid-range in that attack. Minimum. And they
maybe at our level, but I don't think that high up you have to have that 10.
Well, I mean, if they plan on taking on like 904 Cash and Genghis and all those other big players, they're gonna need it. Like you're talking about people. I'm not talking about zero in the city. I'm talking about a group attack at a tower. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
I'm just saying in general, and not in your nation, in their nation.
I know. I've just fought 904 so much. I know a lot about him. He was not kidding when he says 30 polars in a row. He's being serious, by the way.
Well, I mean, I love polar, but it's just it's too much for me. I just can't afford that. Like always polar.
Hey, Woody, I just wish I had the money.
$1,000 a night to fight 5,
I just wish I had the money that Genghis wasted in polar, Woody. I'd be happy with that.
Exactly my point. It's $1,000 a night. Exactly my point. I'm good. I'm good.
It's more than that. I'm actually lying. It's $1,500.
Look at my gold and my blue coins. Trust me, I don't got it.
Woody, he's done that in the first 5 minutes, Woody.
What 5, 6, 7 has done in the last 6 months, they like literally in 30 rounds of polar, they're 10 times stronger than they were when we started, which is scary.
Yeah, it is
really
scary. It is scary. I think that
they have whales like we have, but they're integrated. Their formations come out. That's why I'm looking at the reports. I'm like, I don't know how to beat this. This is impossible. It's true. No, it's totally tip their hat to them.
Yeah, you gotta tip their hat. And the scary thing is that the more and more we talk about this in the future, you're gonna start seeing other nations do it, which is scary because there are gonna be a lot of other nations that are gonna really focus on their formations and really start like getting down and hard. Like for instance, Main Lady came from 986, right? Or I forget which one. Maybe it was 87. Wherever she came from, and she kept telling them about formations over and over again. And there's always that one or three people that keep fucking it up. And what happens?
And that's all it takes. Woody is one.
Right.
You want to kill him.
886. 886 is where she's from. And you know what happened afterwards? Boyd came around and they kept doing it over and over and telling them to fuck off. They got kicked and burned.
Nice.
And that's the thing. Like if you don't take the rules of your alliance serious and you want to fuck around and find out, I mean, you find out real quick that you're either gonna go to the second rank alliance, or you're gonna piss them off so bad that you cause a lot of troops to die, and your troops eventually are gonna die afterwards. That's the truth. It is what it is. It sucks, but what can you do? Proper formation is critical, absolutely.
What do you do when the person fighting you on formations is your spender?
Tuck your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
That's, it's funny. It's funny that you say that because, you know what? I get so many PMs and questions about this, and sometimes I don't have a right answer. I mean, if you have the top spender, the whale, that's just fucking stronger than everyone, and he wants it his way, and if you don't get it his way, he's gonna burn your nation down, kind of deal. I mean, that's hard to fight that. You know what I mean? Like it comes down to that saying, either if you can't beat him, join him, kind of stuff. But one day he's gonna face a nation, he's gonna think he's all bad, he's gonna go unbubbled, and he's no longer gonna be at that BP, and at that point, well, you guys have your time with him in your nation with team attacks. And that's the best thing that I can think of against those whales versus non-whale players. Like, you ain't gonna be able to burn them in your own nation.
I would never advise it for any other nation ever again. But I mean, what we did in early 905, it paid off for Triangle and DoD, which is a different strategy. But I was a flex nuts guy. I was the guy who did the melee. So I had 2,000 melee HP, 2,000 melee attack for a damn. And then we built the rest of our whales do their MRA and their long range attack. So we would go into battles and we destroyed nations for the first 2 GCs. By me, I was the front line for everyone. As long as we timed it, I could do that.
Yeah.
Then we realized I wasn't killing a lot of troops. I actually wasn't. Melee attack is awful for killing troops. It's awful. It's terrible. Melee defense is great for surviving troops, but and HP is great, but attack is awful. It's absolutely it's awful.
LRHP is great too.
Yeah, HP is phenomenal. Yeah, look at I'm almost 2,500 melee HP.
So the difference between like what you're saying now with the melee attack,
But I was a melee fighter, and I optimized myself for 4 other whales to be the front line for them.
Yeah,
and we dominated. We killed. We destroyed people. I mean, 858 couldn't beat us on it. They still not. They don't know to this day. That's how we beat them. That's how we beat them. That was Clue. Clue did that. But then we realized that we had to switch. We had to make sure that we had 5 fleets going at the same time, though. Too. We didn't show up. It didn't work.
Yeah,
that's hard to do. It's really hard to do.
Whole melee. Those are tough accounts.
Those are Stone Age stuff.
Yeah, but you still dream for somebody to do it in your nation if they can.
Yeah.
For the record. I'm just throwing that out there. If anybody wants
honestly, you guys do that. That's what 567 does. You guys do that shit. Like you actually, when I look at your stuff, that's what you're doing. You're optimizing that. That's what I always wanted to do. Yeah. Across 5 fleets going to get when dummy Genghis is going up into a stronghold, like a central tower, all of a sudden 4 people come from 567. You guys bring the aggregate of that against me. And I get annihilated in 30 seconds. It's crazy. Like I shouldn't lose to them, but I'm getting destroyed. That's how strong it is.
They're doing things right there. They are. They're very coordinated.
Their HP and their attack, it's not close to what it should be to beat me. So they're combining to do it. It's awesome. It's pretty good.
They're making that one attack.
I'll leave it to Tip. I'll leave it to Tip. A year from now, he can explain it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we don't want to give like you.
Bodisi optimized my entire formation on melee defense, and that was he opened my eyes. So that's all I'll agree to. Is that he made me better. And that's why 910 is not going to win. GC.
Your melee defense is like what, 18?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, that's the cap that you want to be at. You don't want to go any higher than that because at that point it does no difference.
You're also talking about somebody who maxed the warplane. Keep that in mind, Woody.
I'm maxing everything. I
understand.
Why do you say melee defense doesn't go any higher though?
No, you can put it there, but it does no difference in the attack.
You can go a little bit more. You don't want to do much more than that. Yeah.
Why?
1,800? You don't want to go above 1,800.
Yeah,
because you have to take an equation of what you're giving up to do that, and what you're giving up to go any higher is not more beneficial. That's the only way to put it.
So what would you be?
I had to give up mid-range attack. Like my mid-range attack is only like 2,300. It should be a 24 probably.
Okay.
Most LRA are like 2,400, and I can't get to their level with my melee defense.
So what else could you?
I don't need to. I don't need to do that with the formations that I got.
What else could you give up?
So you can only once you get to like 1,800 melee defense. I mean, I guess, and I think that Holbrook and Lee guys said this. You already have all your reductions and your increased attack. So I mean, at that point, where do you put it? You can either put it in long range HP, or you can put it in a melee attack. But anything past 1,800, I mean. If you look at the reports, let's say you're at 2,200 melee defense, right? And then you're at 1,800. And you look at those reports, there is no difference. So we're having that melee defense there. The kills and the survived units are the same. So at that point, well, how do you get stronger? So you take it down to 1,800 or even 1,850. I'd say that'd be like top ceiling. And then you start adjusting it, put it, melee attack or increase damage to biochemical zombies or reduce damage from biochemical zombies because we know the zombies do a lot of damage. Never put it in the zombies' HP. Don't ever do that. Please don't do that. It's a waste. Yeah. It's a waste. You got to play around with it. Some people put it in the melee attack because, I mean, although the melee don't kill a lot of troops like your backline does, it still do kill some. Or you put it in your mid-range attack. I know that sounds fucking really weird out there, but if you're putting 10,000 or 20,000 troops in your mid-range as a long range, they're still killing some of the back. You know what I mean?
So with melee,
I like to optimize myself around the strongest battle troop there is, which is the zombies. So if I can keep them alive, whether I'm an MRA or an LA fighter, and then I keep my front row. I mean, if you break through the front row, the enemy's dead, right?
Yeah.
But if I can keep my front row and then keep the strongest troop, which is the zombies, alive, and not let my titans die, and now all of a sudden there's a wrinkle of that they can revive, and you can max that out like Holbrook has done, and I've done in Mental and others. But I mean, if you do that, it's like, holy cow, like you're indestructible. Like they're giving you stuff that's what it is. It's like keeping your front row alive and bouncing through. And the defense is awesome for that. Melee defense. Well, whether you're an MRA or LRA, it doesn't matter.
So with melee defense, which I don't know. I mean, melee defense is right there with melee HP. It's basically
100%. Yeah.
It's basically like 90.
It took me 3 out of 4 years to figure that out. We're 3 years.
It's 90. It's 90% of a melee HP. I tested it.
Yes.
And so when you look at those kind of numbers, you have to break it down like mathematically, right? So if you think about it that way, it's just as important, almost just as important as melee HP. Then I would go, and if you're trying to keep your Titans alive as a mid-range player, then you're going to go long-range HP, right? To keep your back line alive so that they keep your Titans and your warplane alive. And then you're going to go...
Melee HP and melee defense are the same for me.
Yeah, I mean
they don't deviate. I bring them up incrementally.
Yeah, I keep them right with each other.
Exactly. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
And I'm a mid-range.
That's a 5.67 nod though. I learned that 6 months ago from Bodizzi and Tip.
I've been doing that for a while.
And Tip didn't really teach. Well, honestly, everyone above them, the 700s and above, we were all melee attack people. That's nonsense. I mean, I can tell you the strongest mid-range attacker in the entire game is Ducky. His city, if optimized, would be the strongest possible one ever. But he and I talk all the time, so I've gotten him to correct it. But if he really goes and corrects it for melee defense, he's the one. And Bodizzi said it. He's the one who should be the strongest one ever. His island's maxed out. There's nothing left in his island.
That is actually correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I could beat him, and I have in every triangle in DoD every single time. And I told him that. And he's a friend of mine. Yeah.
But you saw what happened, what 858 did to them? Ducky and Beast scored 200 million individual points.
That's two of them against like 50, right? To try to go to that's a whole different event. Yeah. On triangle or DoD? No, there. Two or three cities can clear a DoD or triangle.
Yep.
Done properly. Yeah. We've done it. We've done it for 2.5 years in a row. Never lost. Not once.
So I want to tell people, the people that are talking about the long range HP. So long range HP.
That's a good skill. That's a great skill for a mid ranger.
Yeah.
Maybe against a mid ranger, but I don't know. But
or a mid ranger.
I love it. I love the skill.
I wouldn't dedicate it unworldly to it. Let me put it that way.
So
I have one for it.
So let's talk about how formations are killed. Long range players go for the front. So as a long range player versus long range player, which is 98% of the game, your front line is the most important. The second your front line dies, it don't matter what your zombie's HP or attack is, you're dead. Period. It don't matter if you have 2,000 long range HP. Your front line dies, you're dead. I'm just putting that out there. So to optimize your front line in probably all three of those categories is very crucial, because you want that front line to be alive as long as possible. So your long range and your mid range or your Titans can do as much damage as they possibly can. But the front line dies, they're dead. You're dead. Period. There's no questions. You can't say, well, what if I... No, there is no what ifs. You're dead. Period. Now, on the other way around, mid-rangers they do rely on long range HP because as soon as their backline drops, their Titans are exposed, and then once their Titans are dead, they're dead. So fighting a mid ranger, you got to be strong. You need to go up against a whale mid ranger with a semi whale long range and beat him square to square. So you got to be a strong long range, but to beat a mid ranger, you got to pretend to be a mid ranger and use the same exact formation they're using against you, use it against them. Because at that point, their long range HP is the only thing that's protecting them. And they put maybe 10, 20,000 snipers back there and a couple EMPs or cannons back there just as a meat shield to protect them from the Titans. That's it. So as soon as
No. Not if they're good. Not if they know what the fuck they're doing. They're not.
There's a reason why I said you can't be a small guy doing this. But that's the way. That's the way.
I'm not a C41 though, but I'm devoting the same amount of troops to my melee as I am to my long range, and then the rest goes in my middle. And I'm just a C37. But I'm devoting equal because you have two front lines. You got to keep the shit in front of your mid range alive, and you got to keep the shit in front of your Titans alive as long as you can. That's how you do it. But I'm keeping almost equal amounts in front of my Titans and in front of my mid range. That's how you do it.
What mid rangers are you fighting?
I'm the mid ranger, but I'm only a C37.
Well, we're talking about 41s, bro. Like with 2300 and 2200 mid range attack and stuff like that. Like you ain't beating them as a long ranger unless you switch your formation up to fight them as a mid ranger. You're not beating them. Like period.
Oh no.
I'm exposing the mid ranger's weakness right now and trying to tell them how they can possibly beat them.
If they do that, Woody, we just add more. What I do is when I come up against a strong LRA player, I just have to adjust it and add more back row. That's literally what you got to do.
Yeah, back row.
Yeah, I agree. I think the mid-ranger example. Look, I was a melee guy to begin with, but I'm fully maxed. Just about fully maxed. K is 4 breakthrough skills that are 30. I got one more left to go. I'm not worried about the actual breakthrough skill that she has. I'm just going to get those unworldly skills. But when I look at it, when I go against a long ranger, I can kick the shit out of every long ranger I ever go against. 100% guaranteed every time. And it's the 2-5-3 and optimizing it against what Tip shared maybe about a month ago, which I can't believe he shared it. So it's grace to you. But I mean,
he knew if I didn't share it, I was going to.
The only thing I disagree with him is that it's not shredders. I actually think it's T13 and Bodisi and I thought that was. I actually think it's the axis that I would do because my formation that I want. I don't have the time when I'm fighting in a tower game. I want to send a fleet that's going to win and then defend. So I want to have the team that's ready to go there. It's always axes. It's never shredders. Shredders are T12. So when C44 drops, it'll be shredders that'll come in. But it's not. It hasn't dropped yet, so it's not there. But I would say to you, Tip, that looking at the studies, if I had 2 or 3 of me going against you guys at 5, 6, 7, we could beat you with my axe formation versus your shredder formation. That's all I would say.
Well, we use the axe that you're referring to. We do use, just so you know.
I know you do on tower.
We don't use it. We don't use it in that. And I know you like to use them. We don't use them in there. We use them.
But I'm the only one by myself usually, right? So
correct.
Imagine me doing by myself.
Right. No, we use them in the mines. We use them in DOD. We use them in Triangle War. Absolutely. They're great. I can't say anything bad about them. But you have to be careful because there is a formation that can counter it.
Yeah, and they're useless on attack. They don't do anything on attack. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. But I will say, in 2 years, 904 has never lost a Triangle or DOD against anyone. And that's down to the 500 nations. We've never lost against anyone.
I would like to play you.
We'd love it. We'd love to come. Yeah.
If we play and we want to play, we've never lost. We beat everybody. We beat 14-5. We beat
Camel to do it. That's not the way it works. Yeah.
We beat them all.
But think, what's your moniker? You're 5'6'7". We're 904. We're babies, baby. You're old men and women.
Hey, you said, hey, well,
you should win. You should
got
win.
old man power.
You should win, but we will win. Yeah.
All right, I'm using Axeman.
Side wager on that one.
That's funny, dude.
I'm using Axeman on this guy. I'm Bob.
Yeah. Woody's a bully. We already know this.
No, I'm not.
Woody,
yes, you are.
Woody, I just got to say to you, I'm so glad that we got Patreon and everything set up for you, man, because you deserve it. And we got to. Can you put a plug out there for how everyone? So I'm not sure everyone really hears. They only hear it like incrementally over like 7 days, 14 days. But I mean, it's an important place for everyone to learn. Like I learned. I've only been in the game 2.5 years, and I learned everything from your podcast. So how do they get closer to it? Patreon, everything else that we're doing for this.
I put it right here in the chat. It'll pop up, and I've been putting it in my videos. Obviously, right now I got 3. It'll be 4 tonight. Videos in my Patreon that if you join, you get to see them first before anyone visits my YouTube. So I mean that's actually great. And there's certain questions, like I said, I'll answer that I won't answer here. or players that are in there, you ask a question, they might answer it for you. You know, stuff that they won't tell you here, they might just answer it there, you know, or they won't even say it in my Discord, they might answer it there.
There's also a secret DoD and Triangle War fleet setup. Not fleet, but sorry, fleets. In other words, how you set up all of the accounts in there.
Yeah, so look, I got literally all these videos that I haven't posted on my YouTube. They're on my YouTube, but they're not being seen yet. They're waiting for the Patreon people to watch it first.
Where do you go to see those, Woody, in the Patreon?
You go into the library.
Where's the library? Show me, please.
You're not going to want to show it because it's going to show people. Yeah.
Well, how do I see it? I'm in the dang Patreon, and I didn't see any of that crap. Where do I see it?
It should be right on the front page.
Yeah.
I don't see no library. I see leaders, support updates, pages, Warlord compound,
Pages.
fan requests. It's under pages?
Yeah, go to pages.
Where do you see pages?
You just said you saw it.
Oh, Woody's.
And what that offers, I was actually going to go into the stage room tonight, but I noticed that I was like, well, Cowboy's not here. No one's here that has admin admissions. So I was like, fuck it, let's just go into the Woody's Wild Ride. But when I'm in the stage groups, it brings you automatically into where you can talk versus just listen and raise your hand. I actually like that better, being able to raise your hand. So when people, have their mics not shut off, you don't got to hear their wife yelling at them because they didn't take the garbage out. Or they just read the bank statement and they're like, what the fuck is that? I don't know how many times have I gone online and you hear the wife yelling at the husband? So many times.
100% agree with you. What do you on that?
And you get to stay on topic too. Tips still don't see it.
I don't see shit. Yeah, but wives yelling at husbands is great comic relief.
It is, but it's kind of an invasion of it's kind of invasion of their privacy. So, I mean, now if they go up to a drive-through and they got the speaker on, yeah, I'm ordering for them. So, your little $20 meal might turn into a $300 meal, real quick. It's like it's happened before. Barry, he knows. But I think we pretty much covered everything we wanted to cover about the GC topics and stuff like that. And a lot of people got to learn a lot of stuff. So if we have any more questions, because we're like literally almost 3 hours in, we have more questions. Alaska says I am guilty
Hey,
of forgetting
Woody,
my mic.
can we tee up? Can we tee up at some point after GC, where Tip? It may not be Tip. Tip won't want to divulge it. But I mean, a group attack thing, like where you're going into whether it's frenzy or void. It's not about your individual troop best attack in the mines or enemy mines. You're trying to, as a nation, you're trying to fight your best nation attack, right?
Yeah.
And that's why 567 picks 904's ass every time, is because we take our uranium mines formations and we fight them, and they whoop us. They beat us like bastards.
Yeah, see,
really
those solo attacks, fleet for fleet attacks, are 100% different.
Probably won't participate because he doesn't want to divulge. But I mean, that's the one, man.
Tip, if we did a devoted stage group for this, would you devote it?
I would do a Patreon version. Let's go with that.
I mean, we could do that, a Patreon version where
I would do anybody that's in there and that really donates and wants to learn and contributes to everything, which there's a lot of people that do. I would do it in there, yes. But I would not do it for every single player in the game, no.
So Woody, that's the guest speaker thing that I told you about, right? So I brought Woody an idea that like maybe once a month you have a guest speaker inside of Patreon where they pull up their city, they show their stats, you can ask questions, etc., and every month you get a different speaker.
Well, see, I agree to that, but I know Tip won't agree to. Tip's talking about he'll show and talk to people that only the Patreon people can see. So that means that would be an unlisted.
Yeah. It would be more private.
Yeah, it would be an unlisted video forever. The only way you can see is by joining Patreon. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, and that's good too, because then people are gonna go sign up because they want to go see that.
That's true. That is true.
So you definitely
That's a benefit for joining. That's what I'm saying, Woody.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. I like that.
I'm already in Patreon.
I'm good with that too. I can't wait to teach Tip some things too.
Just like Holbrook's bus picture of bird. Right? It's aimed for free.
I do like that picture. That's funny.
No free rides in Big Bird's van.
But yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking the Patreon.
And keep in mind, whenever we get the C-44 eventually one day, all these fleet setups are going to change.
Yeah.
So I warn y'all now.
That's true. All these fleet formations are going to change once the new city level come. They're going to change dramatically.
Imagine how hard it will be on a mid-ranger to have C-14 shredders in front of your formation. It'll be terrible.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something crazy?
What will you, Tip? It'll be so hard to survive.
I actually have a fleet that will beat any MRA player if you're a whale LRA player. There's a fleet out there. There's a fleet out there. We found it out by mistake.
If you get the C-44, there is.
No. It is something you would never ever expect, and I'm not going to say it on here, but I would say it in a podcast for the Patreon. But it does beat anybody. It's impressive as shit. It's really cool. I was shocked when I saw it.
People are about to go sign up because of you.
They're going to be expecting it. They're going to be holding you to it, bro.
I'm literally teaching you how to beat me with this fleet. It sucks. I would have to change my fleet formation. 253 would no longer work if you used it against me.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a badass fleet. I'm not gonna lie. If I were LRA, I would be using it against every single MRA player I could.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It really is I can't say enough about it. I hadn't told us. You guys are the first ones that know outside of 567 that I've even said anything to anybody. But it is an amazing setup. And we don't even use it in the mines because we're afraid that people will find out about it.
Right.
Hey, little bitch, dick, pussy ass, pig shit, booger fucking titty sucking, mother licking butt zip. Why
you being such a fucking pube, man? Why you
Yeah.
making
I was kind of waiting for C44 to come out before I said anything. I'm just throwing that out there. Because when C44 comes out, it won't work anymore.
Well, especially when the EMPs come out. I'm joking.
Well, no, we look forward to the EMPs coming out because then that means we have our rocket.
Those EMPs are going to be freaking crucial for long range, you know that. But then the rockets are going to be crucial for you guys.
The rockets target the EMP.
I know that. So it's like the EMPs are going to do good against other long range people.
Absolutely.
But if you put them in against mid range players, like such as yourself, you're feeding them.
Correct. The only way to counter us will be you'll have to split your EMPs and cannons. The problem with that is it'll weaken you.
Yeah.
They're gonna make snipers strong again.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna make the snipers triple shot.
If you're Camel and you want to make some money, why wouldn't you make snipers strong?
That's true.
Again, and by the way, they were one time an amazing troop. I'll just throw that out there for all of you newer players who don't appreciate them like we used to.
For long range, camp is worthless. There's no reason to upgrade it at all. But if Camel actually buffed snipers, then they would make a ton of money off of long range players, which is most players.
Well, snipers will be T14. They'll be T14. So.
They will be 100%.
But I think if they're going to buff up the snipers, I think they're going to have to adjust the skill. Period.
They won't. They've never changed the skill.
Well, then they're going to have to add a skill to it. Because a single targeting is just, like, it's not player versus player. It's player
rockets are a single target now. Come on now. Let's not be hating.
No, they're
rockets
not.
get a single target.
No,
they are
not.
a single target, sir. Please feel free to look. Yes, they are, sir. They're a single target for true. They shoot their first 3 shots.
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
first
troop,
three.
Then they pick that lovely EMP in the back and they power shot it.
We're talking about 2 different things, man. You're talking about defending your sexual persuasion, whereas I'm talking about making money as a Camel employee.
I'm talking about I can't wait till C44 comes out. That's all I want for Christmas. For everybody who wants to give me a present. That's all I want.
This guy.
I think even unworldly skills are gonna have to change when 44 comes out. I've been rolling them and saving them to see what happens.
Maybe I could see LRHP coming back. I really could. I've said that already.
So what if they what if they put a brand new troop type?
Well, you'd have to do 2. It wouldn't be fair to do 1.
I mean, no, because they do 1 officer at a time, and 1 officer can go either way, for mid range or for long range.
Yeah, but an officer with 30% is a whole difference than a whole troop. Keep that.
It would have to be 2
because there's equal troops for both currently, and always has been. When rockets came out, snipers came out. When tanks came out, shredders came out. Think about it. Go down the list.
You're right, but what if they did it only a single one though?
No, you and your negativity again.
No. What if 45 comes out?
There's no single troop anywhere in the game. I'm throwing that out there now, except for zombies. I'll give you that. Zombie is the only single troop.
Well, they're gonna they'll bring out zombies and a zombie girlfriend. How's that? Because these whores are fucking expensive.
Question. Okay, so say when 44 comes out and mid-range completely dominates the game. What if long-range players start to add a little bit more mid-range attack? Like, I know we don't like those hybrid builds, but they just add a little bit more, try to get a little bit more mid-range in their formations. That wouldn't make a difference?
It wouldn't help you a bit. And the reason being is the bulk of your power is coming from your EMPs if you're a 44, obviously. And the thing is obviously, right now you want to kill the melee as quick as you can, right? Well, if you go back to the days when T12 rockets were king and F38 was the max or whatever, all we did was, like I said, it shoots your melee troops 3 times and then we power shot your EMPs. And you would have 70% of your melee troops left, and all your EMPs were already gone.
Right.
So adding melee troops won't do anything because we're still going to sit there and one shot your, probably 2 shots.
No,
maybe
he's
3,
talking about adding. He's talking about adding mid range.
That's what I'm saying. The rockets go all the way to the back. They don't even target the mid range. They target the back. So you couldn't put enough. You'd have to do a complete hybrid build to do that. And even then, now you're watering down your stuff, and it just wouldn't work.
Didn't someone already test that out like a year ago, and it really bombed?
Yes, they did.
Who was that? I don't want. Was it at Akaida or something like that? Akaida.
Might be right. I remember it didn't go well.
Yeah, and then they figured out it wasn't going well, and they switched it right away.
No,
Akatana or something like that.
Again, I've said this many times before. There's 97% of the players in this game are LRA. Don't build your formations trying to beat me or Genghis or anybody like that. You're wasting your money and your time. Focus on the 97%.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going for team attacks and all that stuff.
I agree. I agree. Those. If you try to focus your build on trying to beat mid rangers only, you're just weakening yourself up against the long rangers. And then
just accept that you're food in the uranium mines for us.
Yeah, but who cares about
Is
the
anyone
mines?
trying to get to like that 18 melee, 18 mid range, 18 or 2000 for all three?
It doesn't work because you're spreading to benefit all those different things. You'd have to spread your troops out to all those different things, and you're watering yourself down when you do that, and that's the problem. That's why the hybrid doesn't work.
You can't give HP to all of them to keep them alive long enough to even do that, right?
Correct.
That and the actual attack.
Correct. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, but when all the new equipment for the officers came out, I mean, a lot of people's, if you're a long range player, a lot of some of those officers are all mid range, and then some are long range. So it brought up all the stats.
But we're talking about you have to realize you only have so many troops. So if you add more to your mid range troops, then you've taken away from your long range or your front, and at that point you weaken that whole entire attack.
Literally. What are you spot on?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is with C44 and you get a bigger garage, you're also adding more troops.
Right, but they are too. And that's the problem is like if you had, let's say if you had 30,000 more troops than they are, then you can probably do it. But you're never gonna have 30,000 more troops than they have. Because they're gonna have, when we get more troops, they're getting more troops too. So now you've just literally watered down everything because they've literally got the same amount of troops as you. You're fighting the upward battle.
You're not going to like an MRA player when C44 come out. Just face it. The only way you have to counter it is to do what Woody talked about doing, which is switching.
Yeah, with that I can't.
I'm coming back from the bars, but I mean, I don't understand how MRA is going to be killer. They're going to be killers. We're going to destroy.
So we all
everyone.
played. You got to remember, the guys have been playing for a long time. When 38 was max, or when 35 was max, long before we have this lovely 41 and all this planes and Titans and all this other crap that we have, we got to experiment and play with rockets and snipers, right? So we literally experienced why they're so amazing. And I was an LRA player back in the day, just to clarify. I've only been an MRA player for probably a year and a half now, a little over a year and a half. And I couldn't compete. I would be as strong as the LRA player or the MRA player, and I couldn't even touch him. His rockets just annihilated me. I mean, it was depressing. I'm not going to lie. It was absolutely depressing. So, not trying to be negative, just throwing this out there. But again, the game isn't weighed on individual anymore. The game is weighed heavily on team attacks now. It's not an individual game anymore. The days of the one whale in the nation carrying, the nation is gone. It just really is.
Well, I mean, in the newer nation, it's still there. But I mean, do you really want to start over in a new nation just so you can say I can beat an entire void by myself? Not me.
No, hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Now,
only to be depressed later on.
No, I mean, we can counter that. Like, would the ancient nations want to go into a new nation with an already built city that's decently strong that can match theirs? Would they want to do that? Oh, hell yeah. You're gonna get more action.
Of course.
You're gonna get more people that slip, people that actually still have troops. When I say still have troops, I mean those ancient nations are at like 250, like, and that's the average, BP. Like, if you don't got a team attack, you're losing at every single battle. Versus like newer nations, you have a chance.
What I could see coming back, Woody. Now that I'm thinking about this, I'm probably hurting myself by saying this, but you remember when MRA was king per se, the LRA players, that's when they all went to the 18, 19, 2000 zombie attack. Now, granted, we're that without even doing unworldlies, but I could see the MRA or the LRA players maybe having to go 22, 23, 2400 attack on zombies. That might help counter it.
I don't know about that. Because you could
that's what G1 did.
Yeah,
that's what G1 did back in the day.
Yeah, but he switched it because he figured out
because
that he was
41 came out. Think of that.
Yeah, you are right on that. You are right. That's right around the time where I got the city.
Yeah.
Just before.
And he switched it.
But you got to also think that you can only bring 46,000 zombies.
Well, depending on the player, you have up to 54, 55,000.
Even 55,000. I mean, you can only bring so many. Although they're the strongest troop in the game, you can only bring so many. So I mean,
yeah, but if we kill your EMPs and that's a mid-range troop, basically, that would help you. Is what I'm saying. We would never be shooting your zombies because we're not using Havocs anymore. Havocs aren't gonna throw the 3 balls at you. We're using rockets. I'm just saying it might. I could be wrong. I'm just saying it may help.
I feel that you're. I'd
love to have a Havocs with a discussion about you, Tip, you, me, and Bodisi about that for C14 or whatever it is. Because that's a big discussion.
Yeah, Havocs are amazing. Can't say enough about them.
Yeah.
And I'll throw this out here.
And then
so
what do we do? What do we do in C33, 34? But I mean, I have the answer. I think I have the answer. Bodisi has the answer. I think you do too. But,
for sure.
Shredders are amazing. You add that in front. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, actually.
Absolutely. Well, Shredders and rockets
we're
are
invincible.
Key together.
We're invincible at that point.
Yes.
I tell you what, once those fucking 14 Shredders come out, holy cow.
Can you imagine, Woody?
Dude, yeah.
I'm just giddy talking about it, making me happy.
Honestly, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh, for sure.
I personally think that so War and Order, they only go up to C44, but then they go tiers after C44. So they went with C43. I mean, they went to C43 and then they go tier 1, C43, tier 2, and so I personally think that they might add that into here, so the max will be a 43, but tiers afterwards.
All we need is 43, Woody. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
man. Just throwing that out there.
But I don't know.
42 gets our rockets, and 43 gets the Shredders. MRA is complacent. That's all we need.
Hold on, someone said Woody.
Yeah, Slim Shady. How you doing?
Hey.
There was a interesting question about mergers on YouTube chat I saw earlier. I didn't know if you touched on that or not.
Burgers?
Mergers.
Mergers. Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah.
What topic?
I think it was about like what to do to prepare for one. Better your odds, something like that. I can pull it up.
Better your odds to get a merger, or better your odds after you know you're getting a merger and how to be successful?
To prepare for a merger, and you can find the info on the Patreon.
I don't know. There's one on there. Freaking wag. Okay,
I'm still looking for the merger window. Patreon.
Merger window coming out 5 to 6 weeks. Can you touch on some main things nations can implement to trigger their merger, or maybe get a better partner?
Where the hell is that? You said YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's in the YouTube chat.
In my chat?
I was on that earlier. I switched over to the Discord, obviously.
Okay, all right. I'm going to. So back in the day, I guess I'm gonna have to talk about like how it was back in the days, because nowadays we don't know. Like I think Camel is just like picking nations out of a hat, like every 6 months. I think. I was told by Camel that the end of November that if everything goes well, mergers will proceed. That's what they told me. That's literally word for word what they said. So we can look at that however we want to look at it. But that's what they said to me. Because remember that petition that I wrote, I mean, we wanted answers.
Yeah.
And that was the answer I got. That was the answer
So
I got.
that would be like the end of this head of state.
End of this GC, I'm assuming. Or maybe
GC
or maybe the freaking head of state. But either way, that's what they told me. Now, like I've always say, non-disclosure, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. We know how Camel is. They might say one thing and do the opposite. But for say, how do you get a merger? Okay, for one, I'm gonna put it blunt out there. If you're a winning nation and you're super strong around compared to all the other nations around you, you're probably not going to see one. Period. Because there's no way Camel, if they're trying to balance this game, there's no way in hell that's balancing the game. So if you are that strong nation and you are up to merger, you're going to get a nation that probably has a 35 in it at max, or a 37. So you pray that at least they're active, or you can teach them how to be active, so on and so forth. Because merger does bring activity back. Let's be real, they do. So you can kill your nation to bring the BP down. When I say kill your nation, I mean get rid of like the trolls, or get rid of like the bigger players that kind of quit, kick them out of your alliance, lower your nation BP down. You can stop doing the Mother Doom. You can stop doing the Doom's Iron Grip, because Camel looks at those statistics as well to see how many active players are in your nation. And that will show. Also, you can stop logging into your farms, because Camel does not know that you have 20 farms. They look at, 20 people just logged in, whether they're farmers or not. That's how their algorithm reads that. They don't look at that, this farmer's got 20 farms. Please remember that, guys. Like, so if you have a bunch of farmers and you're really trying to, like, just try not to be active in it. Win ratios is a huge thing, too. If you got those win ratios of Void, they're not going to, like, why is Camel going to give you something that you're just going to win more of? So other people can quit more. They're not going to do that.
Well, no, you're not good, but you're taking advantage of me jumping on the couch.
Sorry, Shadow. I had to mute your Shadow, sorry. See, that's exact. Didn't I just say that earlier today? The wife's yelling at the male for not taking the garbage out. That's exact. That was the exact thing. Awesome.
But what happens, Woody, is there's like a glitch or something. Because if you're in Discord, it's happened to me, and I'll switch to texting somebody, and then I'll come back, and it unmuted it. Like, it took the mute off. So there's some kind of glitch where it happens.
That could be let me ask you a question. When you switch over to a phone call, do you put it on speaker? Most of us do.
No, I mean, I'm talking about texting. Phone call definitely happens, but like just texting, and I'll come back. I have to check that I put the mute back on.
Okay. All right. Shadow's done getting yelled at. I'm gonna take him off mute. There you go, Shadow. You're back. Didn't want everyone to hear your wife yelling at you, bro. But I mean, that's the case might be.
She beats him too.
I mean,
he gets his ass beat all the time by her.
Are we talking about like in the bed, or? I mean, damn, he's gonna be in trouble if she hears this shit. He's gonna be in big trouble.
Woody asked, "Yo, are we talking about the good kind of ass beating or the bad kind?"
Oh, he's typing. Watch, this is his wife. She's next to me. Oh, so she's hearing it. Damn. Damn, you're in the freaking doghouse now. Hey, give him a good dick sucking. I'm just saying. I'm on your side, bro. On your side.
Woody, if you whisper, she's still gonna hear that shit, man.
I was hoping she heard that one. Take care of your man. Take care of your man. Watch, you go. So I gotta go.
Hey, shout out to all the spouses and partners and girlfriends and boyfriends who put up with us playing this game, because it can be frustrating. I understand, and we appreciate our significant others who are supportive, even when it's something that's frustrating. So appreciate you, Mrs. Call Me Shadow.
Yeah, we do appreciate that.
What about the people that classify as non-binary?
Oh my God.
Listen, I tried to cover that by saying partners, significant others.
Okay. What about those people that, they're female but identify as male? They're the husband, but identify as the wife.
We haven't even scratched the surface. I mean, we've got we've got furries out there and stuff. Let's leave it at partners and significant others.
That's funny. We had a guy at work. This is a couple years ago, and I'm not going to be too long on this topic, but he classified as a freaking furry, a cat. So we went and bought him a cat box, a litter box, and put it in the fucking bathroom and said, if you take a piss or a shit, you need a shit and piss in there. He did not like that at all.
That's bullying, Woody.
I mean, no, that's fucking being real. That's being real. You want to fucking act like a cat? You better act like a fucking cat then. Here's some fucking cat food. And it's fucking not the wet kind either.
We all know Woody is a bully.
I'm not. John's a potato. Let's peel
like
him.
in the bedroom, or
he's like, no, I'm a couch potato.
I am a potato.
He identifies as a potato. Y'all got to say this politically correct.
I identify as a potato.
You're a cat. Prove you're a cat. Prove it.
Uh-oh.
I think that's about it, guys. It was a good good podcast, but we're literally 3 hours in, both guys. So we're I gotta call it a night. I do believe we're having a live tomorrow in the stage room. Hawkins will be hosting it, I believe. He said that, and I'll be there, but he's gonna be hosting it. So that's